How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Pure Smash. It's a Wednesday night. You know what that means. We're getting some of the hypest Smash Ultimate gameplay from Arizona. My name's Laird. I'm here with my big friend, Taco. How you doing, mate?
How's it going? Good to be back on the mic with you here once again. I know it's been a minute. I've been pretty up to speed as to what's been going on the past couple of days. We did actually have mentioned that we do have our A rank and our S rank tournaments to look forward to later in the week. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's going on as opposed to our usual, typical grind. But today's going to be our pretty standard issue Wednesday tournaments. And knowing that you've been on the mic to join me for those, I mean, we can both agree it's gonna be a hell of a good one. That's what I gotta say,
dude. Definitely. I freaking love Arizona. Dude, not being able to commentate the past 2 weeks has been such a hindrance on my mental. Like, I had to miss last Wednesday because of college stuff. It's life. But I'm so happy to be back in the saddle for these events, especially with everything heating up in the new PR season.
Right.
I heard we had the B rank event last night, which was cool. I tuned in for a little bit. Who ended up winning that?
I would have to let you know. Yeah, actually. I think it was the Zivas who got pretty far in. Yeah. Zivas got pretty far in.
He's running stream tonight.
Yeah, he's running stream tonight, so there you go. Big shout outs.
Yeah. I love that you guys put a lot of emphasis on your PR out there, because PR is kind of just a prestige thing back where I come from. Meanwhile, you guys are like, yeah, this is the rankings, but let's have a tournament to decide who the actual best is. And that's super cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
I feel like especially
Taco, your mic died. No. I'm sorry, Taco. I'll cover for you until we get that fixed. But let that not detract from the awesomeness we have this evening. I heard that CRUP is in attendance tonight, so that's the first time I've seen him in a hot minute. This is Pure Smash number 17, the 17th one back from quarantine, which is, again, I'm so happy we're out of that hellhole. Oh my God, we're happy. Yeah, I can hear you, buddy. Yeah. So, holy crap, this is a stack bracket tonight. Oh, he's not back on VMix? Oh, bummer. Wow, this is a good bracket tonight. Okay, so there's a lot to dissect here, chat. So, we've got. All right, let's go, dude.
Okay, and you were saying about our
welcome back, Taco.
Welcome back. Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna have Captain CRUP. CRUP changed his tag to Captain CRUP, which I like a lot. So that's cool. Captain CRUP.
Captain CRUP.
Frost is here tonight. We got Jinx, who got third place at pilot program on Monday with their Peach.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right.
They DM'd me on Twitter about that, so I was like, yeah, let's go, dude. Felix is in the building, no surprise there. Acetil, I freaking love watching Acetil play, and Aquila. So it looks like we have many of the CRUP brothers in attendance this evening.
Right. Yeah, which is going to be really cool to see, especially since I know in the past couple of weeks they've been showing up sporadically between each other, if that makes sense. There's always been at least one CRUP brother in presence for the past couple of weeks, but it seems like just in terms of that alone, we have a lot to look forward to. But looks like we're about to get into our first match here. It's going to be Jaybird playing Pikachu and Dale Doe playing Captain Falcon, who I believe we've seen before going up. I think it was a Pichu that they were up against at one time.
Yeah, actually, I think Dale Doe's the Pikachu.
Right. Oh, okay. It just switched right now. Okay, you fixed that.
Yeah. No worries there, mate. But here's the thing about this matchup. I know that Pikachu is one of the best edge guarders in the game, arguably the best. And Falcon kind of sticks his arms in the air whenever he likes to recover. So that could be heavily exploitable later on.
It very well could be, so we'll have to see if that comes into play here. I do know for a fact that there was some options that the Pikachu player that he was up against was kind of just getting away with. So hopefully, since the last time we've seen him, he's probably learned a little bit about how the rats function on a more functional level and are able to get some good counter plays. Right now, though, gonna get caught on that neutral get-up by that F smash from Deodo, and Deodo will be taking the lead 1 star.
Yeah, I actually think Jaybird thought they were in the range where get up attack would hit there, because I saw him try to like stick his leg over, but no, that F smash disjointed from Pikachu heavily outspaces, and ultimately that's going to result in a stock. And right now we see Dale Doe on the warpath.
Yeah, kind of just making some big moves right now, as you're seeing, but at the same time, you know, Dale Doe is still, you mentioned, sitting on that first stock, so it seems like Jaybird's still just trying to like figure out, in a sense, like what it is that Dale Doe's approach is right now. Like you could tell that Dale Doe at the same time though is kind of making that difficult, because it just seems like his game plan is shifting depending on where his opponent is on this pretty large stage.
Right, and I really appreciate the fact that Jaybird isn't trying to over approach too much. I mean, it's what happens when you're in the back position, but that was a quite interesting interaction with the dash attack. I've never seen dash attack kill off the side before. Yeah,
it usually does that off the top there, so I'm assuming that might have been like a later hitbox or something to do with DI. Right. Interesting though, yeah.
Samus has something very similar to that, so I'm familiar. And then we got the lightning loops up to 40%. And this is why people hate the rats, because when the rats have a lead, there's very little they can do. They can camp with T-Jolt, they can get their loops for a lot of damage. We see a nice up air string.
Ooh,
and accidental back air. Yeah, nice percent, you know, overall though from Jaybird. He's gonna need this in the long run.
Ooh, oh, yeah, and you can see that neutral getup is just getting caught time and time again. Even mixing up the timing on that neutral getup, it's still gonna need that S smash. It stays out for quite a minute there, as I'm sure you saw.
Absolutely. No, definitely, dude. And yeah, that was a really good bait with the dash forward to make Jaybird think that Dale was going to be behind them. But no, they had time to get the F smash out and take that game. So we're going to Kalos for game 2 apparently. And I gotta be honest with you, Taco. I don't know why. I don't know what Jaybird's thinking.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. I feel like this stage does allow for like some extensions, like for characters that have really good combo extensions, but if anything, I would say that Pikachu has way better combo extensions than Falcon does in this particular situation. So it's kind of is giving Pikachu a lot more to work with. Another thing worth noting is that you did see some edge guarding with T-Jolt on this stage. Even in that replay that we just saw, you saw a little bit of that. And Kalos really does open that up quite a bit, given that the ledge goes straight down to the bottom of the screen.
Right. I mean, if Pikachu's trying to recover with those T-Jolts, they can muff out these ledge traps and basically give them a free path back on. And if opponent's trying to recover, like, you know, let's say Falcon's hugging the stage a little bit too much, they can get T-jolted. But you can also get a jab lock into F-Smash on the stage, and that's our friend Jaybird taking the lead early.
Yeah, look at that. Taking the lead a little bit earlier this time around despite the stage choice, and still just kind of making it work for themselves. So that's pretty good to see that confidence there, but at the same time, want to see how long this lead lasts for. It definitely seems like Doe's trying to do what he can to try and make up for this margin, but at the same time, look at Jaybird pushing ahead up to 64%, and still, you still have Dale Doe who's unable to confirm this stock as of right now.
I don't know why, but I'm getting like very heavy Wizrobe versus Axe vibes right now, and I don't know why.
Wizrobe versus Axe? I could kind of... Yeah, it might be the party.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. And again, it is Falcon and Pikachu, but I don't know. That whiffed knee definitely makes me reminisce a little bit. But it's gonna be the Falcon hug going for the stock, and this is looking very good for somebody I definitely thought was gonna have the disadvantage on this stage.
Yeah, it definitely does seem like Jaybird is pushing ahead pretty strongly here. But at the same time, it looks like Dale Doe's trying to get his up to his old tricks again with these lightning loops.
Yeah, good tech from Dale Doe to not get knocked off stage any further. They're able to retaliate immediately. The problem is the percent's building between the two of them at a pretty similar rate. And you know, at this percentage, I think Falcon can take a stock really early if that knee hits.
Right. And let's see here. It does look like that margin is starting to be made up here by Dale Doe. It just seems like Jaybird is not able to get any solid hits right now, and starting to lose what could be this one stock lead. Yeah, rolling right into that S smash. We got ourselves a tight stock count, but Jaybird did do a great job ahead of time at piling on the percentage up to 61, so he still has a pretty comfortable lead, but can't get too comfortable, especially when you have a character that can loop and get that damage up there so quickly.
Yeah, but you see the benefit of getting a lead versus Pikachu early. You're making the Pikachu approach, and I gotta be honest with you, we've seen way fewer T-Jolts than we're used to seeing from Pikachu, just because now they have to be the one approaching, they have to be the one trying to get the damage, and Jaybird is being able to try to counteract that a little bit, and there it is, a down air, back air.
Yeah, you said it, a good counteraction coming out from Jaybird, that down air spike onto the stage, followed up by his solid back air to take that game count to a 1-1. Got ourselves a tie this time around.
He might not have Stomp Knee in this game, but he does have Stomp back air apparently, so...
And that'll do it against such a light character too.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. So we're going to be going to a game 3. This is going to be counter pick advantage for Dale Doe. And I don't think they're going to run it back to Kalos. Well, you know, I've been wrong before. Now, I do know that Falcon also likes the stage. You know, the walls give them a little bit of extra recovery as well. But again, this is Pikachu on their best stage, so I wouldn't, especially considering how much Dale Doe was able to come back towards the end of that one.
2, 1, go!
I think Taco's lost in translation right now, but that's okay. We're going to be seeing the back air strings, getting 17% on the board, and still swinging is Dale Doe, getting the Pikachu combos racked up. And yeah, see, this is the problem with this stage. Having that open middle and no platforms to really escape to gives Pikachu a big range of recovery, or of punishment, because they can catch those landings like nobody's business. But not to be outdone, we see a couple of up airs from Jaybird. And I think it's those platforms on the outside. They've been really very good at getting the up air strings. Not into any knees yet, but the damage definitely is smart, and it adds up, and a nice interception with that up smash to catch the high quick attack recovery. And there's a Falcon Hug, will not kill just yet.
And a lot of good catches are going on right now from my man Jaybird here. It looks like, yeah, a lot of the tricks that normally Dale Doe would have available to him on this stage, it just seems like Jaybird's doing a really good job at countering them. Especially like what you saw with that up smash back there. You can definitely tell that Jaybird's got a pretty good idea as to what it is that Dale Doe's game plan would be on this stage, and is countering it perfectly, even catching him on that platform with a command grab on that shield to close out the first stock for this third game.
We see Dale Doe going for those up throw down Bs, but I haven't seen one connect since game 1. I mean, you see him sharking, looking for him, just waiting to get Falcon into that perfect range, but unfortunately, yeah, those, oh my god, those catches on the ground, and it's a spike!
And there it is.
Going insane right now.
Yeah, Jaybird definitely going off of the beat right now at 149%, still hanging on. Dale Doe's going to be getting an up throw, but no down B confirmed like he was looking for by jumping up there, but a forward air is going to bring him ever closer on the right side of the blast zone, but not able to take him out just yet. And Jaybird's got some pretty good survivability right now.
Yeah, but he has a... Okay, he's able to make that back. Wasn't able to get the grab afterwards, and there's a dash attack for the kill.
There's a dash attack.
Oh man, you can't dash attack that shield, man. That's got very long end lag, especially on the shield. It's not safe. And we saw a need to go there for a little bit of percent. And right now, Jaybird needs to play carefully and wait for those interceptions. He almost got the up smash if he held it a little bit longer. I think the T-Jolt might have muffed it a little bit, but
yeah, very possible.
I gotta say, I'm really liking the adjustments we saw mid-set from Jaybird right now. They're definitely coming to fruition. Falcon kick the zone break, catches the spot dodge. And, you know, those T-Jolts are starting to come into a little bit more useful as Dale Doe's trying to recover. The problem is that no matter where he is, he's always wary of those options, is Jaybird. He's doing such a good job of catching wherever Dale Doe wants to be. Even with T-Jolts or no T-Jolts, he doesn't mind if he gets hit a little bit. He's applying that pressure, and there we go. We see the patented F-smash at the ledge to take the stock. Taco's still lost in translation again. That's all right. We're having some technical difficulties this evening. And we see Jaybird trying to close it out. Dale Doe on his last stock at 145%. One good hit will do it here. I think an up air might even kill at this percent. Okay, a couple clanks there. Tail to fist. Yeah, okay, that's the cheese we like to see. But no, there's the Raptor boost in the air. Not going to kill just yet. Doesn't kill in this game like it did in Smash 4. That's a regrab. Going to get on stage with the quick attack anyway. Deldo trying to mount this comeback, and he very well could get it if he gets an edge guard right here. Yep, okay.
Right there. Yeah, and it looks like you said, we got both of our players here on this last stock, but it does look like Jaybird is going to be taking that last stock, and you know what? Considering that, like, we did kind of see him struggling a little bit against, I think it was specifically Peachy the last time, has definitely improved quite a bit from what we saw there, so that's always nice to see.
Yeah, 100%. Again, like, that first game was incredibly convincing. I thought it was going to be telling for the rest of the set, but Jaybird proved us wrong, and they advanced to the next round.
Yeah, never say never. We got ourselves a pretty good comeback there. It almost looked like, yeah, it was like, you know, they lost that first game, but at that point they kind of just had to download and just sort of ran with it there. So good stuff nonetheless, and it looks like we're just about ready to get our next match on stream, which is looking to be, if I look here in our bracket, we got ourselves, I actually don't know who they are by face. Let me see here in just a second. We got our next one coming up. That was a pretty good first one to start with. Okay, it looks like we got V going up against Max Jax. So that's going to be, actually no, V plays Isabel. And then Max Jax is going to be on the, I believe, Little Mac pick. We've seen him a couple times, like an amateur bracket, I believe.
Oh, no. I do like watching Little Mac on occasion sometimes. Hey, how's the chat doing tonight?
Yeah, he's won Amy a couple times.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, Little Mac is one of those characters that's not very fun to play against, but is definitely fun to watch.
Right.
Yeah. So, all right, who we got in the chat? I saw Base Mage, you know, taking a look at the bracket there.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Schroeder's in chat instead of playing. Oh yeah, no, he's not in the venue this evening. Yeah. Right. Well, yeah, he might be, you know, having a major layover right now. So we'd love to see it. Beast, how you doing?
Very cool. Very cool.
Serial killer, Ekadona. I miss you, Ekadona. Come to one of these events. I want to see you play again.
Oh, true. She actually might be at the S-Rank event. I actually don't know if I can confirm that or not, but I think it's
when is that?
That's Saturday.
That's one on Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then Friday will be our A-Rank as well.
Cool. Alright, so everyone's going to be picking their characters. It's going to be an Isabel, and yeah, Isabel Mac. That's a scary matchup.
Sounds like edge guards galore over here, but let's see what happens. Max just has proven that he's able to get pretty high placements within like amateur bracket and the like, and honestly he seems pretty good play as well, so we'll see how it pans out here against V, who's on Isabel. And actually I don't think I've ever, like, I know for, like, I know V, and I know that I've seen him enter a good number of tournaments, but I don't think we've ever gotten him on stream before, so this will be very interesting to watch here first person. Only Isabel that I know that we have gotten on stream would be V-Runs. So let's see how Isabel holds up here on V's end. Could see a lot more expressiveness and different playstyle come out from the same character. So let's see how that goes, as so far 105% on Max Jazz, has the KO punch ready to go, but let's see if V allows him an opportunity to let that in. Good forward air, and we're stuffing out the KO punch straight away.
V did a very good job of minding their distance from the Little Mac there. They were able to ensure that got burnt out. And yeah, a textbook gyroid up air combo comes out and takes the stock.
Yeah, pretty convincing first stock there. Only taking 49% damage because, like you mentioned, like it can be very hard for this character to get in into some neutral, and we're gonna need some fast attacks when we get in there. Dash attack might be the right idea, but at the same time, you know, I think forward tilt would be pretty nice to land.
Yeah. I don't know if I like that down B at the center stage. Like they had Max in the air just fine. They were almost able to take the stock when their opponent didn't have a jump, but no, they take the stock later. Still haven't been hit in a very long time. And Max is trying to figure out any kind of solution. He's going to use their iframes to get rid of the gyroid. And we see V just really refined to use that fishing pole, but no, they're going to meet an F smash for their troubles. And I can see Max coming back from this. I mean, all they need is one kill and then the KO punch.
or an F smash for 50% to bring them one step closer. You got it. Yeah, Little Mac, it does have a hard time getting on this matchup, but given Isabel's other properties, such as her lightweight and just a small frame in general, it's for good reason that you got to keep a character like Little Mac out. You saw that one S smash doing 50%, and you can kind of vibe with it at this point. You're like, all right, V, I see your grind out here. Landing that down B gyroid into an up air to safely close it out with a 2-stock lead, and V's going to be taking game 1.
Hey, again, there's just textbook playing around the Little Mac. Use your disjointed hitboxes, use your command grabs if you got them. Keep the Little Mac out, and keep them in disadvantage the entire time, because if you don't, you're going to be suffering for it. And, you know, V played that nearly perfectly. And again, another thing about V that I really, really liked was those tech chases.
Right.
Like,
yeah, really good tech
catching
chasing.
the rolls, pinning them down, making sure they couldn't roll back or they get hit by gyroid, making them roll forward, hitting them with a couple up tilt strings. I gotta admit, that was a really solid play from V. They're not just camping; they're doing a lot of really good mix-ups as well.
That was good, wasn't it? But let's see how Max Just is going to be faring on the, not forward air, but like, you know, how he's going to fare. I was like, wait, yeah, or like, hold on, it took me a second there. But how he's going to fare on Final Destination. Hopefully he won't be using aerials, though, because you know how Little Mac aerials are.
I was going to say, he's probably going to fare better if he doesn't fare, you know?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But he's doing a lot better right now. It's a very even game. One big hit, and either one of them's getting blown up. Nice counter, avoids the gyroid, rolls through it. And yeah, the KO punch would have come out really perfectly there on that shield. They're just dashing back and forth, but unfortunately, they are going to whiff. They throw a wild KO punch out, and it's not going to connect.
Exactly. And here we are. So far, it definitely does seem like Max Jax with these platforms eliminated does seem to be doing a lot more damage output, like you mentioned, but at the same time, it just seems like V's able to stick with the game plan as per usual, landing the same confirm that we saw for, I think, all 3 stocks in the previous game. Yeah, V's very proficient at doing that, but at the same time, meeting an F-Smash at ledge will bring us right back to a tied game.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that interaction that took Max's first stock. He went in to go for the counter, he whiffed the counter, and instead of doing a punish, like with direct damage, we saw V just push him into the gyroid and get the up air for the kill. Insanely good wherewithal from V to take that stock, and there's the cheese finally coming out.
There we go.
No tech zone, baby.
Swing. Very funny number that we got on screen right now. Always like to shout it out when we see it. But nonetheless, there we go, yeah. 16% now on Max Jax on what could potentially be the last stock, as V has had a very confident, convincing first game, and the second game has been shaping up in the exact same fashion. There we go, landing a solid down throw off of the fishing rod, following up with the forward air, as you do to get that additional percent in as Isabel. And unfortunately, Max Jax is going to be running right into the gyroid. Going to get hit with the down throw, but now getting an up smash. So yeah, that percent is trying to rack up, but a solid F smash up tilt variant is going to be bringing us here to a last stock situation once again. You can see he's trying to close in for that KO punch.
Yeah, he's trying to, you know, make sure he keeps that shield up and keeps throwing out the forward airs. Yeah, that's not going to kill. A lot of really good damage, though, on Max. Max needs a miracle to come back right now. A couple down tilt combos could potentially do it. He gets a flurry jab. 31% on the board. All right, that shield pressure in the corner, but nope, no roll. Back throw will be killing.
Yeah, that'll definitely be a kill percent there. So good finisher there from V. 2-0 in a row, and we're moving on to the next round. That's what we like to see.
Wow, it got dark fast for you guys. It was sunny just a second ago.
Yeah, it'll do that some nights. I've noticed.
Fall's coming.
Yeah. It'll be like 6:30, and it'll be like, you know, still like with clouds out and blue sky, and then like 6:54 right now. Yeah, and it looks like pitch black out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice stuff.
Who is this dude behind V with the mask on, or with no mask on? Uh-oh.
Cringe.
Cringe. Why aren't you wearing your mask in a venue that requires masks?
Glutes.
So, hey, let's talk about Ascension.
Oh yeah, Ascension. I love that thing. The Ascension thing that we got coming up in October. Very big fan. I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh yeah, no, dude, what I wouldn't give to get flown out for that. Man. Oh my god.
And what I wouldn't give to get everyone in the chat to register for Ascension on October 6th, if you guys haven't done so already. Not sure if we have the graphic or not, but smash.gg/Ascension. Be there, or show up anyways.
I'm sorry, I had to sneeze 3 times. Allergies are getting kind of bad.
No, you're chilling.
Ah, dude, autumn in Indiana has been kicking my butt. And it's not even autumn yet. Like, I'm getting these allergies early.
Is that right? Yeah, I don't know.
I have a feeling
feel like,
spring's going to be even worse, too.
I can only imagine, yeah. That's usually the case, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a lot windier here than it is back home. So there's a lot more pollen getting flown around all the time.
Right.
Yeah. I've had some crazy storms out here so far, though. Like, unlike anything I've ever seen back east, which has been enjoyable. So.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, storms can come out of nowhere in the Midwest. Like, one second it'll be sunny, the next it's like, you know, it's kind of partly cloudy, and then all of a sudden there's a behemoth of a cumulonimbus cloud just right above you guys.
Huh.
So, that's fun. Come out here. It's been a nice time. I came to the Midwest looking for a new experience, and that's what I got. So, but anyway,
okay,
back to the Southwest we go as we get back into this set. It's going to be Clan versus it's not V and Ajax. It's 25 to life.
Yeah, 25 to life coming up next, going up against Kaylan on the Wolf Pick. Started off on PS2 as we do, but it seems like 25 to life has been establishing already like some pretty surprising like patience already, even at these lower percents.
And we know that a patient Mario is sometimes the best Mario, as we see players like Dark Wizzy really using that to great effect. But again, like a lot of Arizona players, you can also see Mario go insane whenever they play aggressive too. So if 25 can mix those up, that would be nuts. But a great down air to catch the high recovery from Kaylan.
Yeah, really good job doing so as well. But yeah, like you said, like Patient Mario can be a damn good one, and it's for good reason too, because Mario's like, you know, the funniest character. So having like such a standard issue moveset does allow for a lot of flexibility and expressiveness. And we're kind of seeing like that slower approach here, but we got to see if it pays out against Kaylan, who's definitely playing the part of the rushdown, already getting 25 to life up to the 85% mark on the second stock.
Kaylan's just really doing a good job of corralling these landings, making sure that whenever 25 lands, they punish them for it. They're everywhere that 25 is going before 25 even knows they want to get there, and that's a terrifying intimidation tactic for damn sure, and it's paying off greatly at this point.
Yeah, so far so good here for Kaylan. Still maintaining this one stock lead at 105%, able to get back onto the ledge, landing a nair to even gain a little bit of stage control. You see that he's trying to catch a low recovery option, as you see how low he went down there. And there we go, getting the forward smash. Yep, on the neutral getup, so good catch there as well.
Yeah, it's always really satisfying hitting an F smash like Mario's. That's like a very not long-lasting hitbox. Like right off the ledge, like that's always super satisfying, especially when you get the sweet spot. These hills sing.
That's like good stuff there. But here we go. We got Kaylan bringing his opponent to 174, so it's starting to get a little bit closer to Kaylan reestablishing that one stock lead that he had previously, landing that back throw, and that's actually going to do it straight up the top. And there we have it. Only 23% on the second stock, and we now have our one stock lead again.
Yeah, 25 might have held in there or something. Maybe they held up to try to survive off the side, but that move kills up pretty consistently as well. But again, 25 is only one combo out of this thing. That's what you got to remember.
Right. Really.
So, yeah, Kaylan's playing around these platforms pretty well too.
Yeah, it's starting to seem like Kaylan's slowing down a little bit, not necessarily in a bad way, but still just maintaining control, optimizing to land that well-spaced forward air into raw back air to close out the first game. So you can tell he might have slowed down a little bit, down to the same pace as his opponent, but only to set up for quite the strong finisher like you saw there. Down throw.
So gross. Yep, misses that forward air. Yep, catches the spawn dodge with that nair, catches the jump, forward air, boom!
Let's it rip.
Boom town.
Good finisher.
Kaylan's insane. That's a handsome looking jersey that man's got on too.
Oh yeah, really cool stuff.
Yeah, dude, SmashGG, they make the best jerseys.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. They make some pretty dang good ones.
Yeah. I think that's Armada's go-to jersey supplier.
Oh, that might actually be just a little bit familiar, I would say.
Yeah, that's the logo on the sleeve. I don't know, I could be mistaken. But anyway, we see Kaylan getting right back to work, rolling with these forward airs, getting the combos into them. Uh-oh. That could have been really dicey there if Kayland wasn't ready to recover.
I like how Kayland's ready to spot dodge a lot of these punish options, so that he was able to spot dodge right through the up smash. Really good awareness. We're also starting to see that. Yeah, we're also starting to see that from 25 to life too, also getting some spot dodges. Hopefully, they don't become a little bit too predictable on either one of their ends.
Right, because players like these guys could definitely catch it. Oh, the air dodge.
Mishap of the air dodge. Yep.
I think Kayland might have been trying to put up the shield there, but unfortunately for them, they got pushed off stage, and that takes that stock. But a back air to answer immediately.
Yep, and tying it right back up, and you can see that 25 to life is wasting no time trying to push that advantage state. Kayland trying to do the same here, as he has got 25 to life from those platforms, and he's been playing up with very well, especially towards the latter end of that last game. He's been making a lot of good use of these platforms too.
And we're seeing this a lot more even than it was last time. 25's mounting an impressive offense as well to answer Kayland's. But more so than that, they're just staying outside of the threat range, or at least trying to. And the shenanigans this set have been, you know, starting to increase as of late too.
Right. Yeah, I would say so too, but I mean, let's see how it plays out as we continue on here, because it's still shaping up to be a pretty even game. You see Kayland trying to actually go for a jab reset there. You could tell by the way he was timing that.
Yeah. Okay, burns the flood a little bit early, goes for the roll, or the get up attack, or excuse me, neutral get up option. I can't think tonight.
That's all right.
Goes for that with the forward smash, but it's not going to connect because of the roll through. Kayland had plenty of time to avoid it.
Yeah, falling right into the X smash, more than ready to punish it as well. And the one stock lead here for 25 to life, but at 131, and with the kill options that you and I both know that Wolf does not short out on, plenty of kill options available to him.
All right, 25 is mashing, and Clan just wanted to show that for a second. That was why there was no aggression coming. But there's the F tilt to take the stock finally, and yeah, yeah, that was a funny interaction to watch.
I mean, was fighting to keep that stock. 25 to life is a fighter.
He's gripping and ripping.
Yeah, not a masher, but a fighter. Oh, there we go. Solid S smash. Oh, even a taunt to boot. And we got ourselves a 1-to-1 game count here. Look at that. That's why I sound like, don't call him a masher. That man is a fighter. Look at that. Got ourselves a jab string onto the ledge. Said, get up, get down, and bring that to a game number 3.
That S smash did 26 damage.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yikes. Okay, dude, I gotta be honest with you. I think 25 for life might be my spirit animal. I ride or die.
Not a masher, but a fighter. There we go.
Jordan popping off in the chat for his homie. Love to see it. I love the support over Twitch chats. Like, it's one of my favorite things to see.
Right.
So, anyway, game 3 here. And if there's one thing Arizona's known for, it's definitely their versatility, their adaptability. Kayland's going to try to bring that to life right now as well. But if there's another thing Arizona's known for, it's Mario.
Exactly, yeah. And we're seeing that in full swing here so far. Really good stuff coming out from 25 to life. But at the same time, you can see that Kayland is able to push ahead and bring his opponent up to 74% and starting to continue to go up. But at the same time, 25 to life is still fighting back, getting him up to 38%. Good backer on that platform as well. Going to bring Kayland a little bit closer to getting that one stock lead.
So Kayland is definitely the more technical of the two players. I don't think anyone would dispute that. But 25's got the fire.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
And you can just tell he is going deep for things. He's gripping and ripping for a lot of like really sick options. And you know, he's doing his best to maintain his ability to survive. Because again, that's the most important thing about this game. You can try and take stocks all the live long day, but if you don't lose stocks, you will always win.
Right. That's what's always important to note there, but at the same time, oh, look at that. Good job avoiding that up smash at the last second, getting a jab string to punish. And he's still hanging on this first stock. Both of them are, in fact.
Yep. Okay, yeah, miss spaces the dash attack. It's not going to kill just yet. 180% on 25. 25 looking to live to 200 right now.
That's right.
F-tilt. Oh, I was expecting the F-tilt, but the flood came out to mess that up. Dash attack gets him off stage. The fire's not going to connect. rolls back to avoid the up smash or the up B. Oh my god!
Oh,
okay.
good dash attack.
Whenever somebody challenges Mario up smash, I never know who dies.
Yeah, it's like literally so hard to tell sometimes because like Mario just Mario's definitely that fighter archetype, bro.
Mario's super. You know,
he's Super Mario, man.
Super Mario. Alright, so K-Land's off stage right now, but now K-Land is living to those pretty high percents that we're used to seeing characters like Wolf especially being dead at. Nice tech there to avoid any follow-ups off of the Nair. Has him off stage again. Again, I feel like 25 to life is really trying to utilize Flood, but unfortunately, I feel like they're just doing it too late.
Yeah, that's what it's trying to look like.
Or too early.
Oh, there we go. Solid F smash though, or F forward air to tie the stock count once again. And it does look as though 25 to life is starting to show some cracks that K-Land's definitely exploiting pretty well. You can tell like there's just like some small instances right there. More than ready to dash back and wait for him to throw out that aerial. The same area that took him out. And he's starting to call stuff out like that pretty immediately here, which is important to note here.
Definitely. I mean, the more you call things out in a matchup like this, because, again, this is one of the sickest matchups in the game, because both these characters only do their scaling damage up close, or with reads like that, getting the forward aerial, and doing the taunt afterwards as well. K-Land is gotta be feeling a little bit angry right now, but 25 pulls a cucumber. They want to come back.
Got one with those like low forwarders close to the ground set up into so much, and it's always scary to see that happen at like 100%.
Yeah, I think it's because forward air is, it's either has really low landing lag or it's auto-cancelable. It's one of the two.
I think it's the first one, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm inclined to agree with you there. But again, all K-Land's doing right now is just kind of walling him out with the Nair. And Nair is a really good option, especially as you get closer to the ledge, because it can kill.
Right.
As I found out today. So we're looking, F-tilt, up smash is going to get some extra damage in Nair to follow up off of no tech. Back throw will not kill.
K-Land is still, I guess I should say 25 to life is still hanging on at 155%. Good job waiting for the spot toss to end so that he can punish with that jab. Try to go for the entire jab stream, you could tell, but honestly, just that awareness is good to see. We're talking about how K-Land was starting to catch into a lot of tricks, but 25 to life is definitely doing the same. Getting a couple of up airs on the platform. Going in for the forward smash, but a dash attack is going to be the punish option coming out from K-Land as he now has 25 to life on the ledge. Waiting for the jump option. Very good awareness. Going for the laser is going to get punished by a back air.
I feel like K-Land is just waiting to try to prove a point, but that point will not be proven because he's gotten punished nearly every time for it, but he's going to eke his way out of it on top with the dash attack. Good stuff to K-Land for being able to survive against the master of survivability in 25. But hey, 25 has definitely made an impression. I want to see them next week.
I would say so too. And I mean, yeah, really good set all around. And I've definitely seen K-Land take some pretty good sets as well. So just seeing 25 to life stack up against a player that I've already seen a couple of times do well for himself, it's always great to see that sort of like new competition coming into the fray.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hey, but again, we do love to see the talent I'm used to succeeding. So, very, very good stuff to K-Land there. They have to go play against the Fox extraordinaire Felix, and that's going to be nuts. But I think we either have Yomadafu versus Frenzy or Tilted versus I feel like I'm going to mispronounce that dude. Is it Kumiho?
Let me see. Which one are you talking about?
It's
Kumiho.
Kumiho. Okay, Kumiho.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Whenever someone throws an umlaut there over the O, I get a little scared.
Yeah, no, I completely understand that. That does sound hype, but you know what? I'll have to make sure that I am alive to see it, as I currently have no water, so I'll have to go ahead and I'll grab some.
Yeah.
I will go ahead and I'll grab some water real quick and be right back in time.
Yeah, so I'm here. Okay, so it will be Frenzy. Dude, I haven't seen Frenzy online in a couple, or playing in a couple weeks. So wait, this is gonna be presumably Mario versus Game & Watch. It's gonna be Yomadafu. So anyway, chat, I gotta be real with you. That 25, that was the best set I've watched in a very long time. I watched a little bit of Riptide, but I was still happy about that. That's all right, Reflex. You can have favorites. You're allowed to. how's everyone in the chat doing tonight? Let's talk about how Byleth has won a major now.
Yep. Byleth, I didn't MKLeo do that before though with Byleth, or am I wrong? Oh,
right.
He didn't win. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember seeing I remember seeing
lost
Leo
by
in,
2020.
Yeah, and it was like against Meister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay, that's right.
And that's crazy to me because that was about a month after the character. No, it was 2020.
Yeah, it was like about a month after. Yeah, I know the character was very recent.
Yeah, because Byleth came out in January of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I remember that is because I was still in school at that point. That was pre-COVID.
Right. Pre-COVID sort of situation going down there. But yeah, cool stuff nonetheless.
It really has been a time skip, huh?
Yeah,
that's what it feels like.
It has been. An IRL time skip.
I mean, I remember very little from just the past like year and a half, you know? Like, I remember getting invested in the scene and everything, but I don't remember, like, just the summer that it hit, you know? I remember very little from that.
No, I agree.
It's
yeah,
crazy.
It's just like very, very blurry, I would say.
Yeah, it's like fuzzy memories. Maybe it's because we want to forget it, like, subconsciously, or maybe it's because, like, it actually has been a time skip, and you know, we're in the Matrix or something right now. But that's not stopping Yomadafu and Frenzy from going to town on each other right now. And I think this is a really difficult matchup for Mario.
Yeah, I can see that being the case.
Like, on the ground, I definitely think Game & Watch has a lot more options than Mario. I think Mario's able to do pretty well with, you know, hitting those up smashes from time to time. They're getting rushed down. The thing is, though, when Mario gets up in the air, I feel like Game & Watch could just bully a little bit harder than Mario can, because Game & Watch can get out of anything pretty much for free with that up B.
Yeah, very true. So let's see if that ends up being the case, though. As so far, we still have ourselves a pretty even game. Yomadafu going up against Frenzy, and I can actually vouch that Yomadafu has gotten a little bit of Mario practice past couple of weeks. But you can already see that starting to pay off a little bit here. Taking the first stop, we got Yomadafu. Still sitting at 90% though, so Frenzy doesn't seem to be too far away from tying it right back up. We'll have to see what the move is though, as so far that up B is going to get punished by a couple of up airs from Yomada. And he's still pushing that advantage state.
Remember earlier I said that Pikachu is arguably the best edge guarder in the game? Right. The only thing that makes me consider Pikachu not being #1 in that category is Game & Watch.
Is that right?
Yes. Because, you know, Game & Watch has a disjointed lingering back air instead of just Pikachu's lingering back air. And, you know, he can get back to ledge way faster than Pikachu can. Because up B comes out a lot faster than Quick Attack does, and you gotta usually use both prongs of the Quick Attack too. I don't know. I definitely think that it's Game & Watch over Pikachu in that category.
You know what? Yeah, that's very agreeable, I feel like.
Yeah. The only thing that Pikachu has over Game & Watch is the spike.
Right, but there we go. Already getting a back here to close out yet another stock on Frenzy, and Yomadafu once again taking the lead. This time only withstanding about 34%, so this is a much healthier lead, as now Frenzy is going to be on the last stock, and also he's only going to be at 49% as opposed to the previous time, but a couple of up airs, just frames away from leading into a forward air that most definitely would have closed out that stock and tied it right back to where we were before.
Dude, I definitely love seeing the attempts from Frenzy. Frenzy knows that's their win condition. That's what they need to get back into this thing. And Yomadafu's just having none of it. But Frenzy's playing really aggressively in the corner, is something I'll say. Like, I saw him he got grabbed a second ago. And Frenzy just came out of it swinging with the up air, the fastball. I mean, like, who does that when you're supposed to be getting comboed?
Craziest thing. I actually do like these nairs at his shield, because there's actually I guess a little underrated amount of drift that you can get from those nairs in particular. So I do like Frenzy's utilization of that out of shield.
Yep. And Frenzy's doing a lot of movement shenanigans right now too, with the water, the flood, and the as well as the fireballs. We saw him get out of ledge a second ago against a ledge guarding Yomadafu.
Right.
So, you know, that might be something to look at as the set continues.
Right, that could be very poignant here in just the next couple of moments, but at the same time, Frenzy's got Yamadafu at the ledge. I do like the back air followed up by the forward tilt to maybe catch a drop on the shield, but instead we're going to be getting a shield punish with that forward throw to tie up that stock count, and now we got ourselves 63% deficit for Frenzy to make up for, which is kind of doable with Mario's damage output, but might be difficult, like you said, just because of Mario's occasional inability to get into the neutral. And Yamadafu definitely does seem to be exploiting that and making that very poignant right now. Yeah,
Yamadafu's playing the game very well right now, making sure that Frenzy's options, all of them are kind of hard to connect. And when you're hard to connect with, especially with, you know, bread and butter combos like these up air strings that Mario is used to getting, it becomes very difficult and frustrating. And I think right now Yamada's more so getting into his opponent's mental than he is strictly outplaying him.
Right. There we go. Oh, I like it, actually, the up air straight through that forward air. Just going to cancel it out completely and still allowing to get that small win in the neutral right now.
Oh,
there we go.
This could be what he needs.
To tie up the percent and almost right to the top. Not able to take it just yet, though. Starting to get very close. Very dicey here for Yamadafu.
That was excellent DI, too. And this rage is starting to build. Game & Watch is a paperweight, so, I mean, an up smash at this percent might kill. Maybe an F smash would, too. But it's one thing I will say about Frenzy is they're minding their spacing really well right now. They're using those back airs into landing forward tilts to get a lot off the board. A great tech to help survive off of the up B. 2 minutes left on the clock. We're definitely not going to time, but this has been a long boy. Oh, yeah. No.
Down to all the way to the other side of the screen is going to be exactly what Yamadafu needs to take the first game. Pretty damn close one, too, though. Frenzy's definitely fighting that good fight, and we'll have one more game for him to do exactly that.
Frenzy was down for pretty much the entire match, but they stayed living right up until the very end, and it was just one whiff that done him in. But I will say, I think the down air might have been, you know, off of that amazing up air string he got. I think the down air, if it connected, might have killed a little bit earlier than the up B did, but I think the up B was a little bit more guaranteed to actually connect. And I think Frenzy might have just been in the mood to go for damage, you know, to make a later kill more guaranteed anyway. But again, towards the latter end of that game, Frenzy started playing incredibly well.
Yeah, I would say so as well, but here we are in that second game, and we'll have to see how Frenzy's play is going to be holding up. I feel like sometimes you can lose a match and still, like, retain some momentum, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. Especially on a near comeback like that. A near comeback is an amazing thing because it either gives you a little bit of momentum or it tears away everything you've worked towards.
And look at that momentum building up to a solid up air string, up to 74%. And yeah, even if sometimes you don't retain that momentum necessarily, you can retain a lot of knowledge. But it looks like that down smash that was not really utilized all too much is now coming out in full force from Yamadafu to land solidly into a forward smash confirmed to take the first stock.
Yeah, that very well could be Yamadafu's best grounded option that Game & Watch has at the disposal. I love that up B. I'm very upset it didn't work in favor of Frenzy because I love the aggression that Frenzy's displaying at any given moment. Whenever there is something that he could potentially use to come out on top, Frenzy goes for it. And I love to see that sort of thing.
Oh, there we go. Good job avoiding the up smash, but still getting met with that forward tilt to bring him off stage. Saw Yamadafu going off stage for that off stage up B catch to bring him further from the ledge, but unable to land that. It looks like still you're going to make it back on. Good catch, though, not being able to get hit by that up smash, because sometimes you'll be able to jump, but only be hit by up smash. And yup, that's going to be taking that second stock there, and now Frenzy's going to be sitting on what could potentially be last stock for Winner's Run, but let's see what other stuff he might be able to bring onto the table here.
And you think Mario's got really good ladder combos, you ain't seen nothing. Game & Watch has him in spades. You know, that Nair sends up such a good trajectory to go for those up air strings. And getting more than one up air is like a good 30%. It's a lot of damage and adds up quick. It doesn't kill. It doesn't have a lot of knockback. But the more up airs you sustain, you're taking a lot of damage from that, but a great impeachment there from Frenzy hitting that Trump back air.
Exactly, and here we are. What was now an entire stock deficit is now about one stock and a couple of percent here, about 10% I would say. And it's starting to look very manageable here for Frenzy.
Yeah, oh no, I think Frenzy misinput that up tilt. I think they were going for a jump to try to extend the up air combo. They could have gotten a lot off of that. It's an unfortunate
Oh man, all the way up to 100%. 59 I think it was to like 100%. That is one heck of a lot of damage to sustain.
Yeah, just from 2 smash attacks too. Okay,
There we
okay,
go.
okay.
Oh,
There's a
2
forward
uppers
air.
in a row. And now we got
Yeah,
our tied stock count.
Again, we've seen Frenzy in situations like this before.
Yeah, it's exactly right. I mean, I was kind of like depending on him to land like a solid confirm like that without withstanding 100%. So now we got ourselves a tight stock count, but it's still looking like it's very much everything's on the table right now for Frenzy in terms of the second game.
I love that jump from Frenzy to avoid the back air from Yomada. Yomada almost gets a drag down neutral air. Okay. And now just dropping the Rolling Thunder with those bombs. Frenzy comes out of the corner aggressively with a forward air. They find their way back under that platform. Yomada is trying to get any pokes they can, but Frenzy's shielding all of them. He's finally off stage again. Down air not going to connect. Up B will not connect either. Bomb's not going to connect. Frenzy is looking to stay alive, but nope, that last bomb. He survived that.
Yeah, still surviving at 172. There we go. Solid pressure though, but it looks like Yomada's still going to be able to push through with that excellent out of shield option that he has available to him.
Yeah,
Yomada's going to be going for the up throw.
Kill. I think Nair might even kill at this percent. Down air not going to connect.
I don't think I've ever
Down
seen
air,
it.
that one will though.
Yeah, that one definitely will. I don't think I've ever seen a game wash throw take a stock actually.
I've seen it one time. It was on Town and City, and it was a back throw at like 70%.
Okay, that
like,
probably sounds about right.
On the platform. But it's not something we see very often, to say the least.
Right.
But yeah, does a good job, gets him right in the air where he wants him, tries to go for that up air, pushes him back into the corner, misses that down air. Frenzy has stage control, and he doesn't expect him to go quite that high and come down immediately with that key down air. Great stuff from Frenzy, though. Frenzy showed an amazing amount of reserve there and stayed alive for a lot longer than they really should have, and very nearly brought back those 2 games.
Yeah, very solid run, I would say. However, we have actually seen Frenzy make some pretty good losers runs as well, so we'll have to see if maybe that's in store for him going forward with the bracket. But also going forward with the bracket, I do believe that our next match is actually going to be Yomada going up against Captain CRUP potentially, or it looks like instead Tilted sitting down at the setup. So we'll likely be getting Tilted versus Kumiho coming up next in winners round 3.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting CRUP Yomada on stream. I think the first time we see CRUP tonight will be in winners semifinals.
Very likely.
But currently waiting in winners quarters. We know that Captain CRUP and Yomada will be playing. Frost is waiting for their opponent. It will either be Jinx or Aquila. Felix and K-Land are playing right now. Tilted and Kumiho will be playing the winner of that.
Been a hot minute though. Been a hot minute, I would say, since we've seen Tilted on the stream setup, or just in general. Always good to see that.
Oh yeah. No, we miss a lot of our talented players. We don't get to see them too often, but I'm happy to see Tilted here. I know very little about Kumiho as well, so I won't say I'm expecting a lot, but I'm expecting to be impressed, to say the least. You guys constantly put on a good show.
It'll likely be Pit versus Pokemon Trainer that we'll have in store for us.
Pit PT. That is kind of freaky.
Yeah, a little bit of an interesting matchup, because you know what, to be honest, I would say like Pit, I feel like a lot of people generally agree actually that Pit's probably like one of the most like consistent mid-tier characters that the game has to offer.
Yeah, Pit is a character that takes a lot of effort to actually make work.
Nothing to push him out in front of the meta, but also nothing to really hold him back either.
Pit's one of those characters that's just outclassed in a big way by a lot of his opponents. Yeah, I think Pit's kind of a mixed bag in general. Just like you have a get out of jail free card with your down B, but I mean Flip Kick actually has a hitbox and does a lot of damage.
Right.
You have a very good maneuverable projectile, but it doesn't do a lot of damage. And if you're looking for pokes off stage, you have a lot of better options in like T-Jolt or, I mean, even a charge projectile that will probably kill a lot earlier.
Right.
Like he's got disjointed hitboxes, so does literally half the cast. Or at least a third of them with these sword characters. And a lot of sword characters are much better in general too. So,
Right.
you know, it's a rough existence for Pit. I think the one thing he has that not a lot of other characters of that kind of archetype have is those fast smash attacks.
Right.
But other than that, there's very little that Pit can really do that isn't outclassed by half the roster.
But
so
now we got
it's going to be tilted on the Roy.
Yeah, on the Roy pick of all things. But I actually was aware that tilted had a Roy. Just thought it was more so of a Pokemon trainer main, but you know, it could just be the matchup, or it could just be like, you know, Roy's, I would say, just a better like all-around character. PT does need a little bit more of that refinement in order to be able to pull off consistently. And given that it's first time back in a while, we've already got one hell of a solid finisher on that first stock. And it does seem to me like Roy's definitely the move right now.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a hot take either, but I definitely think Pokemon Trainer has fallen off of the meta quite a lot since they were dropped by Tweak. Now, we do see people like Pandarian still pull him out to very good effect. I think Pandarian might be the best Pokemon Trainer in the world right now. I know that Ned's definitely making the full-time switch to the Sephiroth, and I think the Roy's a way more consistent character overall, and you have a lot of really good kill confirms as you're being shown right now.
Exactly. We got our jab into side B. We call that Jive B to confirm 2 stocks in a row on Kumiho, who has still got his opponent at 79%. Needs to get on his way to taking the stocks right now. It does look like Tilted's not really giving them too much room to breathe in the neutral.
Yeah. You know, Pit's not the slowest character in the game. They have a lot of jumps, and they're pretty agile on the ground. But again, this is what we're talking about with Pit being super outclassed. I mean, these disjoints are consistent, whatever. But again, Roy's killed way earlier. Roy has way faster speed. Pit's got a decent combo game at that close range, but Roy can rush you down and get those combos. So again, Pit's just hardly, you know, doing much that puts him in a good advantage for half the match. He's heavily outclassed by a lot of the sword characters in the roster.
Right, you're kind of seeing that here is Kumiho's not really given a lot of opportunities to land any solo hits. We got a 2 side B hits in a row, followed up by a jab and a soft hit back here, and it's starting to look like Tilted's closing in on this last stock for the first game.
Yeah, I mean, again, the side B is a really good option. It puts a lot of fear into your opponents, and the last hitbox of the forward variation of the side B is almost as strong as Limit Cross Slash. I think actually arguably stronger, especially on certain stages and at lower percents.
Right.
And the Blazer's actually going to be the thing to kill. Not something we see very often on stages like Pokemon Stadium 2. We see that more often on, like, I'd say Yoshi's, but hey, if it works, it works.
Exactly. If it works, it works, and that's what we seem to be getting here. Let's see, we got ourselves an Ubby with that super armor and everything to close out the first talk. And to be honest, yeah, it seems like that option is a little bit slept on. That super armor actually does stack up to be pretty potent in some options where, you know, like a drag down Nair normally went out or something like that. So very notable there. Good stuff. And it looks like we are getting a little bit of a shakeup here in the character picks going to the next match. It's going to be Mario this time, being run by Tilted, going up against Dark Pit this time on Triplats.
Yeah, I think Tilted saw that the counter pick was going to be the Triplats and said, all right, let me play the Triplat King. And hey, it's looking good so far. Oh my god, 3 down tilts in a row to 2.
Yeah, look at that. 3 2 frames in a row.
Ain't something you see every day.
Exactly.
Now, again, I think Dark Pit's in a very similar place to Pit. There's very few differences between these characters. I know the arrow's like way different. It's does a lot more damage, but it's less maneuverable. Has better knockback, so I think it's better. But yeah, it's the electroshock arm is good for killing off the side too. But if you whip like that, you could definitely get heavily punished.
Yeah, I do like those ledge trumps coming out from Tilted. Already only taking 56%, but you do see that Kumiho's doing a pretty good job at landing this solid damage up to 88, getting even a jab string. But wow, okay, falling right through it, and Tilted is more than ready to punish with that forward throw like you saw.
Yep. Oh, and the down special.
Oh, that was actually
again.
Down throw, actually, in the forward tilt, right? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. And again, I was saying this a little bit earlier, but Pit does actually have really fast grounded smash attacks. The problem is that there's still decent amount of end lag on them out of shield. Not as much as a lot of other smash attacks though, so they are quite safe. I mean, you see that down tilt coming out, or that down smash that comes out really quickly. But again, that's like one of the most unique things about the character. And like, again, if that's really all the character brings to the table, just again, heavily outclassed. That's all I'm gonna say about it, though.
Here we are, solid start to the stream coming out here from Tilted, trying to go off stage for that forward air, but it looks like he was a little bit too low to get that read.
You see Tilted deploying a lot of passive aggression right now, where they're waiting for a lot of what they're doing to put the fear into their opponent, so they can get more saucy punishes off of, like, you know, spot dodges or whatever. And the whiffed up tilt will result in demise for Kumiho. The F smash comes out for Tilted, and they are going to take the set.
2-0 in a row, and Tilted will be progressing on to winners quarterfinals to play up against Felix. And then meanwhile, we got Captain CRUP and Yamada-Fu, which is currently ongoing in winners quarters. Frost and Jinx is about to get started as well. And it looks like Acetyl... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that's going to be on stream next, too.
Oh, that one right there? Okay.
Frost Jinx, which I'm excited about.
Very cool. We'll get to that one soon.
If there's one thing I know about Jinx, Jinx loves taking big names like Frost on, because no matter what happens, Jinx feels like they come away learning something, win or lose. And you know, Jinx is one of those characters in the scene who is incredibly good at playing a wacky bag of tricks character. Again, we've been seeing a lot of the Peach be coming out lately, and I heard Monday night there were some bombs flying.
Yes, very true. Yeah, Monday night did stack up pretty well. That was a very fun one to watch. And a really good Sonic.
Good Sonic. Oh, I didn't even hear about that. That's awesome.
Yep. Crack Sonic. Yeah, very fun to watch.
Well, that's what you love to see.
Exactly.
Man, it is so good to be back, guys.
It is.
You have no idea how much I miss this.
Very awesome. Very cool.
And another thing about you know, being back as well, it's like tonight, last Wednesday I had to miss because of, you know, just a ton of schoolwork. And it's really nice to just kind of have that off my plate tonight, so I can relax. I can watch a lot of really cool people, talented individuals as well, play my favorite game, and you know, it's a good night to be alive. So I want to appreciate all of you for being here. I want to appreciate everyone at the venue for you know, playing some awesome Smash and wearing their masks. So
very awesome. Yeah. You got to shout out the masks.
Absolutely. You know, I love you guys. You guys make this all worth it to me. So thank you for everything. Anyway, not to get sappy.
Of course. Yeah, no problem.
We got a long night ahead of us for more of that, but you know, it's been kind of rough not having this. Frost is missing in action apparently, so we're gonna come back into the studio real quick.
We gotta find him. Come on, Larry.
Jinx might get the DQ.
Yeah, we gotta go get Larry. Or we gotta go to. You know what, Larry? Do you want to play for Frost?
Dude, I would love to. Fly me out right now. There's an airport in Chicago like an hour away from me. I
play Mark. You know, I could probably do a little bit of Roy and see what happens. I could sub in for Frost too.
Taco, get to the venue. Go.
Exactly. It's just easier.
Leave now, and you can probably make it.
I'll be right. I'm on my way.
All right. Good luck. Even if that were the case, he would get destroyed. Oh.
Bro, that'd be so hype. That'd be so hype.
just like an awkward picture of him just going like, and like drag it into the chair.
Yeah, exactly. Like, just superimpose me in there.
Yeah.
I mean, the feed that we get to the stream is supposed to be direct, so I'm pretty sure there would be some way for us to do that. Oh, there we go. Now I'm in the venue.
Yeah, there we go.
It looks like
having himself an anime opening moment.
Exactly, bro. I'm just having like a flashback to when I was last in the venue, which was so long ago now. Damn, I gotta get myself back over there for real. Like, jokes aside, I gotta get back over there.
Yeah,
I really do.
I do want to go at some point. Like, dude, I would love nothing more than a vacation out to Arizona just to like meet everybody, you know, run a production in the venue, especially when we have offline commentary. You know, coming back at all.
You know what? Yeah, that would be a good idea. In fact, I know a perfect opportunity in which you could do that. October 6th. Ascension is returning, and you should be there for that on October 6th. SmashGG/Ascension. It's October 23rd. Never mind.
You got
you
the
might
date
want to reschedule.
wrong?
Yeah, I got the date wrong, but you know what? 23rd in
How did
retrospect,
you
that
manage
sounds like
that
a way
one?
better date. That sounds like a way better date to do that. Yeah, October 23rd, we got Ascension coming back in full swing. There you go. I messed up the date. I think I've given it like 4 different days, but it's definitely October 23rd. That day has not changed.
Dude, Taco's got a lot going on in his head right now.
Yeah.
He's got he's got an actual date on October 6th, so he's excited for that one. He's also excited for Ascension though.
I'm equally excited for Ascension though on October 23rd. 23rd?
Yeah.
Yes, 23rd. Okay, there
23rd,
we go. Now
yeah.
we got it.
That is
now
a full week before my birthday.
Well, there you go. Exactly.
It's your birthday gift to me, you know?
Exactly.
She's giving me an awesome tournament I could watch from my house.
Some quality content. There you go. Some quality content.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man. So, and again, Ascension coming back is very telling that this is we're nearing the end. But again, keep those masks up. Get vaccinated for the love of God. There's no reason not to. It's free. You don't get 5G. It's been proven.
Well,
and
you didn't get 5G
the infection rate among people who are vaccinated, I'm not just pulling this out of the air, it is under 1%.
Bro. I think you got the wrong vaccine though, low-key. But how's everybody else's 5G? My 5G's been acting just fine. I love my new 5G. My hotspot, I get it everywhere I go.
Maybe they just gave me a bad hotspot, but I've been having trouble keeping phone calls alive.
Well, you know, the Nintendo Switch actually just got an update for Bluetooth, and they say that the next one is going to be...
it got vaccinated.
They got the Switch vaccinated. There you go. They got Bluetooth functionality now, and the next one's going to be for 5G. There you go.
Yeah.
Bro. I get the next Switch from Verizon?
Yeah.
I think they actually did that, but for the... I think it's the PSP or the PS Vita or something like that. Remember, it just had like a 3G plan that you could get for it or something like that.
Oh, no, wait, crazy. What?
Yeah. It was the original PSP where you could get a 3G plan. And it was from a phone company. I think it was Verizon or T-Mobile. Something like that. I think it was actually AT&T. There you go. Something weird like that. I'm just imagine if they did that today for the Switch. You just play Smash wherever you want to.
It might make the one-to-one online connection better.
Bro, yeah, 3G on Smash Ultimate Online? Yikes, bro. I don't know about that one. 5G, though?
Well, it can't be worse than what we have right now.
Exactly, yeah. It couldn't be worse. I feel right now we're on 1.5G or something. Something horrible.
Dude, playing offline has been such an amazing experience. Just coming from a year plus of online play, and actually being able to move.
What an era.
A world of a difference. Yeah.
What an era. Yeah, right. I'm imagining hosting an online tournament series, or at the very least have one in the works. Yikes! Imagine. Couldn't be.
I don't have any online things that I've been doing lately, but for some reason, since COVID's starting to spike again, for among non-vaccinated folk out here, I'm on the collegiate Smash team at my college, and everything's online until further notice.
Ah, I see.
So
yeah, there's definitely
it
still a
sucks.
market for it, I would say.
Yeah, no, that's cool. See, the thing is, I got camped out by an Olimar, so I'm big sad.
Right. Yeah. I mean, getting camped out by Olimar online, though? Yikes. That is definitely different.
Anyway, guys, this is our first set of winners quarterfinals this evening. It is a best-of-3 set. We'll be between Jinx and Frost. Jinx rocking the tried and true Wii Fit trainer, and we see Frost rocking his Chrom tonight.
Yeah, there you go. Rocking the Chrom, and so far, it is looking like, I mean, I know for a fact that these two have faced off time and time again, and we can already see that Frost has a pretty good idea as to what Jinx's game plan is and is pretty proficiently doing a good job at stuffing it out. But here comes the deep breathing, almost gets a solid string, but instead it's going to be met with the Aether, leading up all the way to 104%, especially off that down tilt jab into back air. Not enough to take out the stock yet, as Jinx is still going to be able to recover at 122 and meet him at ledge with an F tilt.
Here's the thing about Jinx. Jinx throws caution to the wind constantly. Goes for a lot of options that would be ill-advised otherwise. But Jinx is one of the few people who can actually make it work.
Right. And that's a lot of times when it kind of stacks up to. It's just not just having it out there, but just making it connect super proficiently there. And look at that. A little bit freeform there on that confirm. Yeah, a little bit freeform there with that follow-up, but it's definitely going to be more than enough to do it all the way on the other side of the stage, no less.
Yeah, oh, and Frost went for a neutral B there. I think they were trying to read an air dodge, but it doesn't happen, and Jinx goes aggressive, gets a stock. And again, this would be huge for Jinx right now. Jinx has been behind Frost on the PR for a long time, and Jinx, if I know anyone wants it, Jinx does.
That's for sure, yeah. That's for sure, but here comes Frost, still layering on that pressure up to 81%. And Jinx is still trying to find himself a good opening to get the additional damage in there. We can see a lot of this stuff is just getting up and parried by Frost, time and time again.
Yeah, the thing about Swordies is they can play aggressive and they can play defense really well too, especially against Wii Fit's projectiles, because that soccer ball can definitely be hit back Wii Fit's way. If you know, you have a big, safe, disjointed hitbox you can throw out there, like, I don't know, like jab, forward air, anything. Right.
Good job getting back onto the ledge there, only to be met with that down tilt though. Very strong, powered up by that deep breathing, and now we got ourselves a one-stock lead here for Jinx. But 107%, and you can tell that Frost is looking pretty poised to make that move and bring it right back to square one for Jinx.
Poised is a word I only hear used on commentary.
Really?
Yeah, I very rarely hear it except in, like, you know, old literature.
It's synonymous with like positioned, right? Positioning himself.
What's up?
Like poised position.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, but it's more of like a mindset. It's more of like I feel like ready to go, or like I'm ready for you. I'm poised to take this win. I'm ready to take the win. You know. That's your word of the day, chat.
There you go, poised. The word of the day.
Yeah. Actually, let me look up a definition of it.
Sure thing. Yeah, you got to get poised for the boys sometime.
All right. Graceful and elegant bearing. I don't think that's it.
No.
To be or cause to be balanced or suspended.
There you go. Look at that. Look at that balance though. Look at that poise right there to close out the first game. Jinx coming out on top with a solid spaced F smash to take the lead 1-0 in our
and that
winner quarters.
F smash.
Yeah, really good.
F smash is such a good move. I mean, God, the warrior lunge. It's a good workout too. You could do it at home.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I used to do it to warm up for football games. You know. Never pulled a muscle except once, and it was in my knee, and it was unavoidable.
Yikes.
With your bare hands.
Exactly. You just be ready to take on the best. But here we go. Ready to run it back. It looks like it's going to be the same stage if I caught that, or maybe they're switching it up, actually. It looks to be the same
think
stage.
it's... No,
it's no, it's on Battlefield this time. Okay.
With the Brawl Subspace boss fight theme 1, absolute banger this is.
Very cool, but already we got Frost off to a pretty good start. Seems to be trying to set the stage for this match. Already taking control of the stage twice in a row now. Look at this. Got Jinx over back to the ledge.
No damage on the board either.
Yeah, no damage on Jinx's end thus far.
Right. Ooh! I like what Jinx was going for there.
Oh my
goodness. For the volleyball, or excuse me, the soccer ball off the wall to try to get that stock in, but no.
Oh, Blair, did you catch that? That was zero to death.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Frost is just playing a really good neutral right now. Just, again, being evasive, being elusive, making sure that Jinx can't deal any damage to them. Finally gonna break the curse and get some damage on the board almost a minute into the match.
Yeah, really good stuff.
And, oh yeah, Jinx was going for the patented down throw into side B. That does about 40%, the full combo does, especially if you hit the strong hitbox on the side B. But right now, I think Frost is definitely adapted to whatever Jinx is trying to throw out, because he's snowballing at a commensurate rate right now.
Yeah, shaping up real well so far. Look at these down tilts leading straight into the forward tilt for Frost to take 2 stocks in a row. And only withstanding still 58%.
Yikes. And again, if anyone could bring it back, it is Jinx, but I think Frost is well endowed with the victory after this match.
There we go. Good forward air as well. We got ourselves an up throw leading right into an up air. You can see him trying to extend with the soccer ball. A little bit of delayed there, however.
Man,
Good
I
job
love that
nonetheless
from Jinx, though.
this.
Yeah, so Frost was in a good combo there with like a lot of up airs. And he was waiting for Jinx to air dodge so he could get a good punish on the board.
Right. Oh my goodness. Overextending to get an edge guard, but only to be out with that Aether drag down hitbox right off of the stage and into a 3 stocks in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, Jinx mistimed that a little bit. Jinx was trying to go for the trade to try to take that stock earlier.
Right.
You know, I love the risk, but unfortunately, Frost will not get hit by it, and they're going to take the match to 3-0. But we're going right back to the Wii Fit trainer. Jinx looking confident in their pick. I think the stage pick is going to be very determinant on who wins, and it will be back to PS2. So we're neutral ground for both players, and Frost goes right off the board with 31%.
That's right, straight out of the gate. But we also do have that deep breathing online for Jinx, so if he's able to get that good nooch in there, that good neutral, we could be finding ourselves, yup, exactly that, an advantage state for Jinx, wasting no time bringing it all the way up to a very funny number, straight into 81%. So we got ourselves a good lead so far for Jinx in the second game. It does seem like the PS2 pick is very beneficial for him.
Oh yeah, it's a bigger stage, so Jinx has a little bit more room to maneuver around what Frost is doing, and Frost has a lot more space to cover, which is definitely making it a lot harder for them to get a lot of, you know, a definitive advantage over Jinx. And the thing about Jinx is that, you know, Jinx is definitely comfortable on the stage quite nicely, and takes that stock to prove it. But we see Frost goes up with a couple jabs, gets a down throw, but no follow-ups, and is looking to steal the stock. Jinx does a little bit of damage right now, but the deep breathing is on deck. If Jinx gets one hit, we can be seeing a lot of damage stack up real quick.
Yeah, we can start to see that pile up here, especially since, I mean, we kind of did just see that before, where Frost was definitely like in the lead right at the beginning of the game, and was able to still get a lot of good damage in with that deep breathing. But here comes the deep breathing now that we got our tied stock count, so let's see what Jinx can do with it to try and get himself off to a good start here.
There's something about the way that Frost moves, Taco, that it shows a lot of prestige. Like, he always moves with a purpose. There's very little wasted movement ever. And again, these parries that we see constantly from Frost just do so much for his gameplay. He gets a lot of punishes off of them. I mean, this guy moves with a purpose everywhere he goes, and he's never in a bad position.
Just always just seems to be in control of whatever situation he's in, which is a very good thing to see, that confidence, I guess you should say. Yeah.
And again, he's playing a character that could keep up with his own level of aggression and his own movements in the Crom.
Right, yeah, the character definitely complements very well, and I would say Roy does too, but Crom definitely seems to encompass that a little bit more, which is probably why we see that as a go-to pick.
Yeah, I think Crom's better defensively than Roy is, simply because like the sword has a constant hitbox over the whole thing, instead of Roy, who needs to be very careful about where they position.
Right.
It's kind of funny how hard these guys hit, considering they're swordies. Like, swordies you generally think hit, you know, like, oh, that's a slash, it does, you know, it cuts you. Meanwhile, these guys' swords hit like jackhammers.
Yeah, they hit really hard, and we're already seeing that now. As Jinx is only going to be landing now. Down here to bring it back to a last stock situation for the both of these two players. It is a best of 3, so this is not only going to be a tiebreaker, but it's going to be determining who's moving on in the winner's bracket. Last stock situation for the both of these two.
Yeah, and that's a coup de grace that Jinx just hit on their opponent. The down air does so much. It takes away Frost's momentum. It gives Jinx some momentum, and on top of that, it's a good kill. It looks nice in the highlight reel. Oh my God, down air, up air. Ooh, yeah. A lot of percent on the board. Deep breathing's out. Jack air will not kill.
Here. And now we got Jinx able to get back onto the ledge. Good job shielding that jab and getting a back throw as well. But here comes the Aether, still able to make it back onto the stage though. And both of these players are still in. Oh, and a good roll Reed is going to be landing that forward tilt to take the last game. Good stuff on Frost bringing that back, but equally good job on Jinx for even bringing it that close. Especially when it did seem like Frost was controlling a majority of that first game, or that last game, I should say.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And I think if Jinx hit that forward air, that could have been the game. But no, it was going to ledge, deciding to plank, and Crum definitely has the movement to be able to catch that roll just in time. And again, the hilt of that sword hits like a semi-truck.
Right. It definitely does.
Yep. So anyway, Frost goes up 2-1. Jinx falls to loser's bracket. Frost will be playing against Captain CRUP in winners semifinals, the senior of the CRUP brothers, and the one with the most tried and true winning streak.
That's right.
But
We're going to be
Acetil and Passion will be playing our last set of winners quarterfinals. Winner of that advances to play against Felix, who went 2-1 versus Tilted.
That's right. Good win for Felix, but good job on Tilted for bringing it to a last game situation there. But now we're going to have to see how Acetil is going to be holding up in the Richter character pick up against Steve. So this will be very interesting to see how both of these strategies are going to be playing out in order to go up against Felix next. But of course, right after this, we'll be getting some more CRUP Brothers action with the Captain CRUP going up against Frost. Right, and also worth noting that Passion actually just finished up a match against J-Red, who is also on Belmont, 2-0 win. So let's see how it holds up against, I mean, if we're being honest, let's see how it holds up against a Belmont of a different breed right now, because Acetil definitely does hit different, for a fact.
Yeah, we've seen Belmont into Belmont a couple times, especially with Acetil being on the the later matchup for that, and it never usually goes well for the person who had already come from playing against the Belmont. I mean, because Acetil's playstyle is so different. It's kind of reminiscent of T3 Dom, who is at this current moment the best Belmont player in the world. It has a very good mixture of aggression and defensive play, and the defensive play leads into a lot of aggression, and once Acetil's an advantage, they snowball so hard.
Right.
But I believe Passion and Acetil have played a couple times before on the stream. I could be mistaken, but I'm going to look it up right now.
Okay, sure thing.
I feel like I definitely feel like I've seen this before. And I'm waiting for my internet to actually work. All right, well, it's not working, so we're just gonna rock with it.
That's no issue.
We're gonna push the narrative that these guys have played before.
There you go. I would like to think so too.
CRUP is actually the youngest. Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I guess I was just like referring to like the titular CRUP brother. You know what I mean?
Which one's the titular CRUP brother?
Well, CRUP. It's in the name. You know what I mean?
I thought he was CRUP.
Like how... Well, there you go, yeah. It's CRUP. He changed it just as a meme.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, so he isn't the senior, but he's the one that they're all named after because he's so good.
Apparently, legend has it that they actually settled it like with an in-house, like I think it was like a round robin or something like that. I actually don't know all the details, but apparently it came out that statistically the CRUP brother by the name of CRUP came out on top.
Wow, so the prodigy of them is the one who is the best.
The titular CRUP brother. There you go.
Yeah. And according to Stroder Ame in the chat, thank you, my friend, Acetil won the last time they played, and they actually have played once.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, but I like Passion. Anytime Passion's on stream, it's a pleasure. And again, I'm a little bit more partial to Belmont's simply because I like Castlevania a lot.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of platformers. I mean, Metroidvania is probably my favorite video game genre, and again, I play Samus. I love Metroid, so. Dude, Dread looks like it's gonna be so sick.
Oh yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for that too.
Yeah, as much as I
Wait, really?
Really?
What's going on?
What? Hang on, hang on. There's some drama unfolding right now. Oh wait, is that a Pyra coming out?
Yeah, it looks like a Pyra Mithra that's coming out right now. So maybe this is how they went about it the first time, or maybe he had gone Steve the first time. He's feeling a little bit more confident in the Steve pick.
Yeah, but anyway, it's the Mithra coming out first. The Ryuko Matoi skin comes out, and I can't tell if this is footsies or if they're warming up. It looks like they're actually just trying to play in the game, and Acetil strikes first.
Yeah, good job already getting himself off to a good start, and I like the additional damage off of that down air as well, and you can see even that shield pressure is coming out with that forward smash leading up on the Holy Water as well, so Acetil already making good use of the Holy Water and what have you. And even getting a little bit of pressure on the ledge with those axes too. Having to force Passion to mix up the recovery options of only a little bit.
Yeah. And look, the way of the CRUP clan, it is the aggression and the no holds barred whenever your opponent has the shield up. These guys play Ganondorf dittos in order to practice with each other, which is also just a really cool bit of lore among the CRUP brothers. But the cool thing about that is that it really teaches you to just play hard all time. You know, never give an inch to your opponent. And again, that's a really interesting household tradition to come from.
I would say so too, yeah. Very interesting pattern.
Yeah. So again, despite the fact that Belmonts can really be played in a non-aggressive, you know, super passive kind of way, Acetil does the opposite and just forces his opponents into really bad positions, cuts them off, covers a lot of their options at a single moment, and just gets some of the wildest punishes you can absolutely see.
Yeah, but at the same time, we are starting to see Passion putting on the percent, if only gradually, but unable to make it back to the stage, and now we got Passion at the last stock on this Pyra and Mithra pick. Let's see if maybe something shifts in the playstyle a little bit. Good job landing that reverse hit of our neutral B there.
Yeah, but I think it missed a couple of the swings, and it didn't quite kill. But don't worry, Pirate forward air has got you covered. Doesn't matter where you're on the stage. You're at that percent.
Entire moveset got you covered there. Exactly.
Pyra's just kind of good Ganondorf.
Essentially, yeah.
But that's a conversation the world's not ready for.
There we go. Good parry coming out from Acetil. Punishing with the forward tilt, very quick and straight to point.
Yeah. And again, I love the ledge pressure that Acetil employs too. Throws the axe first, just in case, you know, your opponent's slow to grab the ledge. Oh, and an accidental
missed out with the recovery. Now we got our tied stock count, yeah.
Yeah, but first throws the axe, then throws the holy water, and throws the cross right after that. And then your opponent is in such a mix-up of the tempo that they have to roll, and they get hit by one of them.
Exactly.
And, you know, I like the use of Lightning Buster that I've been seeing from a lot of Pyra Mithra players lately, especially Spargo. I think Spargo is definitely the guy to watch whenever it comes to that sort of thing. But, like, you know, making it work with some awesome combos.
Right. Just kind of running the show for the most part. And there we go. We got our back throw coming up from Acetil. Waiting on the side B, almost gets the forward air punish, but not able to quite land it there. I like the single hit down tilt followed up by down smash to take that first game. Very good job mixing up the, I guess, what would have been normally expected. Yeah,
no, I'm with you there. I mean, again, Acetil, very good at reading his opponents. It's one of the things he brings to the table the best. I mean, yeah, look at that. Such a sick mix-up. Nice. You know, characters that could do that, you know, like Snake, who also has a two-hit jab. It's such a cool thing to see.
Right.
Because it's like, I know what I have is guaranteed, and it'll probably put me in a better position, but I kind of want a saucier punish.
Yeah, I could see that.
That's what sets good players apart from top players, having that ability to just read your opponent and get those mix-ups. So Acetil's well on the warpath, on the way to victory, and we have the more jolly music for what promises to be an ass-whooping in either direction. Passion can come back at any given moment, especially considering how many options Pyra and Mithra have to come out on top of any matchup.
Very good options. Oh,
like that foresight
to go straight through the axe. Yeah, that was actually kind of good.
That looked like a Kobe moment. I like that.
Oh my goodness! But I don't like the early loss of that first stock off stage.
But if it hit though.
That's a very
hey, look,
like.
I'm just saying. That was an interesting drag down option. It would have killed the Belmont.
Right. Very
but,
true.
You know,
very true. Yes, you're not wrong.
I think if they turned it around, he got hit under PS2. You know.
Yeah, I see that. But I mean...
Hey, Taco, you should look at the chat real quick.
Oh. Look at the chat, hold on.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually closed it.
I don't see the, oh, no!
Yeah, I don't see the chat. Like, it's just showing, like, it's showing base mage saying dispassionately ages now? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, there was a really nice message that somebody left for you.
Oh, a very cool message from Felix? Oh, nice. I would love to hear that from him sometime. Very cool guy. very nice person too. It's honestly just been such a pleasure knowing Felix. Hopefully they told me something very nice and you know what I mean. Just
oh yeah, no, very lovely. All good things.
Very lovely message, I'm sure. All right, great stuff though. But hey, you know what? Good stuff from Astil landing a down smash to read that roll get up option and even still applying pressure all the way from the other side of that stage with the holy water following up with 2 hits of down tilt to take out the second stock and bring Passion to what could potentially be
last
stock of the winner's run. Look at this solid follow-up here. Really good damage output.
Holy cross into the down air, into the tech chase up throw. Doesn't get a follow-up after that, but my god, that was sick.
That's right.
Dude, honestly, like, that's not a very big combo. It did about 40%, but it was one of the cleanest ones I've seen in a very long time.
Very good.
Especially all those reads. And we see Passion already at 108% against a Belmont with Rage.
Yep.
Oh my god. Oh, the drag down, they died at the same time.
Doing
JP,
a little
what?
bit of trolling. Just a smidge of trolling to close out the final game of winner's quarters on that end of things. Holy.
Yeah. So they're talking in chat right now about how many people are at the venue.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you'd love to see it. We had 39 people compete in bracket tonight, whether it be just doubles or singles and doubles. So, again, you know, with the numbers starting to come back up, we've been seeing a lot more new talent in the woodwork as well. You know, and again, I love to see it. Anytime we see somebody new show up and kick ass like 25 earlier this evening, it's a welcome sight.
Exactly. Yep. You know what? Since we're asking bigger venue when.
Why don't we tell
I'm about to host the other half of bracket at my house. Y'all can pull it to my place. Nah, y'all can just have it at my place. I'll have half of my setups at there and 10 additional setups. And you know what? For Ascension too. I'm going to do that for Ascension too. If Ascension ends up being style, we'll just host Ascension at my place.
Yeah. Host Ascension at Taco's place.
Exactly.
At Taco, at least host the after party.
Oh yeah, of course.
Definitely. Taco, I'm tempted. I don't know. I don't want to explain to you guys how tempted I am to grab the gorilla picture from Riptide, because I think it was Adamisk actually who put up the website where you could purchase those, and you can get one that's moderately sized. I think it's like 3x2.
Okay, what if I bought one and then I put it at the Smash venue or at this venue right here? What if I bought it and we just hung it up here? That'd actually be kind of hype.
That'd be awesome. Dude, I really wish I could have gone to Riptide because there was a huge tri-state crowd there, and I miss my people, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I love the Midwest fine, but it's starting to get to me a little bit. Hi, Felix.
No, I totally get that. But let me see here, actually. We got, Rep coming up next against Frost. And if I actually...
Felix, when are we going to meet? I want to meet you, Felix.
Pull up. Oh, sorry, I'm actually... Just 1 second here.
Yeah. So, anyway, guys, right now, on stream, your first set of winter semifinals, your first best of 5 set of the evening, it is going to be CRUP versus Frost.
That's right. Captain Kirk. I actually don't know what the story's behind that. I just kind of assumed it was because people just like mispronounce his name all the time.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. Maybe it was some bit that was started at his house, and he was rocking with it. I don't know. People have tags for insane reasons. Well, not insane. You know what I mean. For different reasons. Yeah, Felix. I'm not going to main stage. I could apply for Genesis commentary. I don't know if they'll accept me, but
yeah, I was actually thinking about like doing commentary at one of the events. I just don't know which one it would be.
Yeah,
I was kind of like
I've got all my chips on the table right now for commentary at Let's Make Big Moves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know, yeah, that'd be kind of cool though.
Because that's 2 hours away from my hometown where I will be, because it's a holiday break for me at that point.
Right. Yeah, I guess that would make sense, but I don't know. I'm definitely looking at going to Genesis next year for sure. I'm actually not finding too much information between CRUP and Frost, surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean...
But it looks like, actually, yeah, I'm looking on Discord right now. It says Frost is up 1-0 on CRUP for the PR season. Beat him at the second event of the season on Sunday. Went to Game 5.
That's interesting.
Yeah, since this new PR season is September. So, pretty recent stuff. I guess that's probably why I'm not finding it, but I'm actually not sure.
We very rarely see CRUP take L's at the hands of anybody other than Stroder Ame. So if Frost gets if he gets a win that good, I mean, you know, we could be seeing a repeat here this evening as well.
Yeah, very possible.
But hey, man, this is gonna be a cool set to say the least. It's gonna be our first best of 5 of the night, so there's a lot of time for both players to adapt. We see CRUP rocking his tried and true Ganondorf T-shirt, and it looks like we're having some technical issues with the headsets. Audio might not be coming through, but we got one of our representatives from Pure Esports there to help fix it up real quick. Also, let's just shout out the venue real quick, because Pure Esports, they got a very clean production they run here.
Oh yeah. Well, the production is actually going to be run by another person we should shout out, which would be FrameSync Media.
Yes,
so there you
sir.
go.
We love FrameSync
to Ziva and Bonanza that are always running things in the background. Of course, though, like you mentioned, shout out to the venue holders, which would be Pure Esports, and also SAK Gaming TV for hosting the event. And if you want another fantastic SAK Gaming event that you should look forward to, October, look forward to Ascension. Coming up soon. Be sure to sign up on SmashGG/Ascension.
October 23rd is the date for that in downtown Phoenix, but we got a long road to get there. It's only mid-September, so we're like a month and a week out from it right now, but we've got winter semifinals here between CRUP and Frost, and right now it's going to be a footsies match between the Falcon and the Crom.
That's right.
I believe this is Break the Targets, or the I think this is the classic mode map, the race to the finish.
Yeah, I believe it is.
So anyway, Frost actually with an early lead right now. One good kill confirmed, and CRUP's going to be out of the stock. But again, this is Captain Falcon, the king of causing explosive damage and taking stocks early.
That's right. So it might not be too long before we see that, especially since if there's one Captain Falcon that I know is capable of that, it's got to be the main man CRUP over here.
But anyway, the ether comes down. It's not Ike, so it will not be killing. Frost in a decent position at the ledge, but unfortunately overextends just a little bit and gets hit by the get-up attack. But the down air gonna whiff and be punished with an up tilt, and that stock's gonna be taken. Frost on the board first.
Yeah, good stuff though. I mean, still holding on to 123. It's going to be a hard-fought battle to try and get that additional damage in. It does seem like CRUP is definitely locking down and getting himself in the right spot, but at the wrong time to get caught by that Aether. And now he'll get dragged down to his last stock, while Frost will be losing that stock, but of course still taking the lead once again. A very healthy lead.
Hey man, regicide is when you kill a king. What's it called when you kill a captain?
Exactly. I wouldn't even be able to tell you, but it was a damn good stock. I'll call it that.
True. Again, we'd love to see those kind of risks pay off. Like, no matter who does it, it's not lame. It's a calculated risk, and it's cool. And something I've been noticing Cross do a lot is it actually has been going for those high ethers because they know that if they go low, there's a chance to get down air spiked by CRUP. But if they go high, they can't have that happen. There's a beautiful combo into the knee, ringing with the symphony of 1,000 violins, and hitting that knee, music to my ears. CRUP trying to take up space. He's trying to find his way back to center. He's at the ledge right now. Frost looking to try to steal this out, but again, this is CRUP. He could be taking this any second now. Great air dodge instead of going for the up B though. Making way back to stage. Frost has the ground control, but a couple up airs. Oh my god, 4 in a row. Nair.
Yeah, you said it.
Nair
Oh,
2.
right into that Nair. And another Nair off stage to close out the first game. Look at that phenomenal comeback coming in from CRUP. I mean, Frost is definitely holding his own, doing a really good job, even bringing it to where CRUP had to do everything that you saw here. But look at that. Did exactly what he needed to do. Solid Nairs across the board, and another Nair. Hit 2 to be in particular about it, and closing out the game. Wow. Look at that percent, though. That was very down to the wire.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And again, Frost had a huge lead the entire match, especially after that up B that killed. But again, that last kill was so sick, because normally whenever we see Nair 1, we see it lead into a knee, but the DI that Frost had actually wouldn't have allowed for that knee to come out, and he probably would have gotten punished and died, would CRUP have. But instead, CRUP realizes that his opponent's further away, uses the longer hitbox in the neutral air, and goes for the last one to get the edge guard. Excellent play there. CRUP comes out on top of that one after a brutal road of nails that he had to walk on. And Frost coming out swinging in game 2.
Yeah, coming out swinging, so far so good. But this damage output is, as you saw the last time, going to be a lot more than what Frost will be needing to secure a solid lead. As you can see, that CRUP can very easily make comebacks like you saw there. And so far, it does seem like CRUP's having a little bit of a hard time landing a drop down from platform back here, but only be met with another solid hit from Frost, leaving him to 127%.
Frost game plan entirely right now is make sure that Captain CRUP has no ground under his feet at any given moment. That is how I decide the tempo of the match. I get these combos. I can completely set the pace whenever I want to. Man. Because if CRUP has any ground under their feet, they can do stuff like that, take stocks wickedly early.
That's right. And here we go. We got our tied stock count now for the both of these two. 2-2 stocks, and the percent is looking very even. We can see a solid string coming out from CRUP. I like the patience, though, not overcommitting and instead going for the shield. But you can see that Frost going to waste no time taking that opportunity, that lack of momentum to regain some momentum of his own. And so far, we're still panning out to a pretty even game on the second one.
Yeah. Frost plays like a net. If you get caught by the net, the more you struggle, the harder it's going to be for you to get out. But if you just play a little bit loose and you push your way through, you're going to find a way out, and CRUP's doing that very well right now, but just as I say that, the tightened noose ensnares a little bit further, and CRUP finds himself in a hole yet again.
Oh, there we go. Solid hits once again coming out from CRUP, but at the same time, he's the one's going to be having to make up for a march of the 1-2-3 gentleman's jab off stage. Nair 1's going to connect, but not the Nair 2 he needs, but right into a down air spike to bring us right back to a tie. Only 38% to make up for, but it's starting to get dicey. As you can see, Frost is putting it all on the table, not trying to let this go to an even set count.
Yeah, Frost is hanging out under that middle platform, hanging out like it's an umbrella, because it's snuffing out every approach from above that CRUP could possibly get. And whenever CRUP tries to land, Frost is there with his waiting arms open for a punish.
That's right.
CRUP's just looking for anything right now. And again, this is a very reminiscent situation to what we saw last match, where CRUP was very firmly in the corner at a disadvantage, but they were able to eke it out last second in a situation very similar to this one. Frost needs to get off ledge if they want to win this one.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I love that. I love that up B. Gets right back to ledge. Backer not going to kill. Frost takes center. And now CRUP has a mountain to climb if he wants to win this one. Couple up airs, though. Going to make it a little bit easier. Yep.
Ooh,
baits out that
we
air
got our
dodge.
Aether for additional damage up to 177%. And there we have the back air finally closing it out. But you can see that CRUP was fighting that good fight. He's going to have to do it here in game 3, though.
Anything can change.
Yeah, excellent job. And I see nothing but relief on the face of Frost. He didn't get come back on twice. And now we have an even set going forward. The winner of this next match, this is the flex game right now. The winner of this next match is going to have counterpick advantage if we go to a game 5, which is arguably the most important time.
I would say so too.
And momentum. In a long set like this, momentum is a huge determining factor that I feel like isn't talked about enough.
Yeah, and it looks like the counterpick for the stage this time around is going to be Yoshi's story. So we're going to have to see if it could potentially be that, like, you know, maybe he's trying to keep those blast zones small. Like, you saw him go for that narrow stage, wasn't able to quite land the last hitbox that was needed. Maybe a smaller blast zone will make that a non-issue, but at the same time, you can see that Frost's been taking stars very proficiently as well, so there is a potentiality for a backfire. But let's see how it plays out so far. Frost with some good neutral, and now Crespy coming with the 1-2-3 gentleman's jab. Going to be getting a ledge punish potentially. Yeah, very rare footage of not Mario and Yoshi's story.
Yeah, no, and again, I think this is definitely CRUP's counterpick because Falcon gets a lot of kills really early here. I mean, that up air kills early on this stage, and that's not something you think about too often. But yeah, getting that down air definitely helps a little bit too. And that's why we've been seeing Frost try to recover high with those uppies a lot this set. Because, you know, CRUP there's nobody better at down airing those. But this time the super armor actually comes out in favor of Frost and helps him live a little bit further. But right now, the snowballing from CRUP
That's a really good catch right there
stock.
from CRUP. 2 stocks in a row. And this is going to be one fiery comeback game here for CRUP. That's what it looks like for me.
CRUP plays like none. I think that's like the best way I could describe how he plays, because he jumps so far, he dives so deep, and he technically executes every option perfectly. He knows where his opponent's going to be, and he's able to just execute.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That took me a second also to be like, yeah, you know what, you're right. CRUP plays like no other. CRUP's Falcon truly does hit different. You're right. Plays like none.
Okay. Yeah.
There we go. Solid
anyway,
up coming out from CRUP. We got ourselves a jab, but that jab is not going to be the one that Frost is looking for.
Yeah, Frost trying to hold center right now, but again, CRUP making a very compelling case for a 3-stock here, and the Falcon Hug not going to kill just yet. And no down air. Frost with that trajectory that CRUP wasn't able to cover just yet, but CRUP still holding on that stock. Loses it finally at about 145%, but they're looking for the stock right now.
Oh, catching onto that ledge once again. You can see that CRUP is immediately trying to punish the lack of iframes in that exact moment.
All right.
Oh,
yeah, there's a back air from center. That will kill.
Yeah, bringing it to a 2-to-1 game count, and Frost is going to be the one that's in need of a little bit more momentum this time around, as it definitely does look like CRUP is starting to catch on to quite a bit. And I like I said before, I definitely think the smaller blast zones did help out. There was a lot of instances where Frost was just living it up at like 170 and making some big moves off of it too.
Oh, for damn sure. Again, like, smaller stages are really good for Falcon because they're able to close down a lot. And again, triplats, you can get a lot of extensions with those up air strings that you might not be able to get otherwise. I'm assuming the Town and City pick is going to be coming out. It might have been banned though, because we're going right back to Battlefield, which is where the first match of the set was played on.
That's right. And you know what? I kind of like the triplets pick, but again, there was just like some issues with CRUP being able to land solid kills. But you know what? You know what? Streams like that's going to be more than enough of what we'll need right there to get a solid start. Only taking 13%, and we already got CRUP landing one hell of a finisher for this first stock on this potentially last game that CRUP will need to progress on to winners finals.
Yeah, and again, it's worth mentioning that Frost firmly had the win on this stage a little bit earlier in the set, but CRUP was able to pull out on top, and he's 2 for 2 on triplats right now in the set. So I think the stage pick is ill-advised because right now Captain CRUP looks super comfy.
Oh yeah, Captain CRUP is definitely running things as he does right now. He's back on schedule, back into the swing of things, and running a damn good 4th game. At the same time, you can see Frost is starting to catch into a couple of tricks, almost reading the down B that he was doing onto the center stage there, and almost getting a kill off of that F smash as well.
Yeah, I love that Nair 1 to F smash, but unfortunately it doesn't kill. And we see Captain CRUP take that next stock. And again, this is last stock winner side potentially for Frost, unless he can mount an epic comeback right now.
Exactly. He's going to need to hit CRUP with some of his own tech that he let go on the previous game in order to get himself back into this game 5 potentially. But, you know, it's still a possibility. Look at this good neutral. Getting it to 141% at ledge. Already getting a lot of good catches on platform and otherwise. 2 up airs in a row. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 up tilt followed up by an up air is going to bring us to only a 36% deficit. But again, there's a little bit more riding for Frost right now, so he's got to be able to pull this out in order to get a game 5, or it's going to be curtains on the winner's run.
Yep, and we know Frost doesn't want that. He's playing with so much pent-up rage right now. He does not want to go to loser's bracket right now. He doesn't want the mountain that he's going to have to climb if he goes down there. He knows if he wants to win this event, going through it from winner's side is the best chance he has, but a no tech almost results in a stock. But CRUP still, no overextension there. Probably would have gone for another up air, but no, he played smart. He's like, okay, I'm going to get back to the ground. I'm going to see what he does next.
Exactly. Here we go. Good down B catch from CRUP. Oh my goodness, in 2 frames.
Yep.
Right off stage, man.
Spike, dude.
Yeah, really good call out there. That was really nice.
Well, I have some gaming news for you guys.
Gaming news? Let's go.
Actually, I have two good bits of gaming news. Number 1, Captain Falcons in Winners Finals.
Yo.
Captained by none other than the youngest of the CRUP brothers, CRUP himself, getting that spike for the win. But Deltarune Chapter 2 comes out on 9/17 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
What the heck? In like 2 days? Did they just announce that?
Yeah, Toby Fox announced it about an hour ago.
Bruh. What the heck? That's like so soon. That's in 2 days.
Yeah, it's Undertale's 6th anniversary this year.
Oh, so not even like Undertale. How old is Undertale now?
I just said it's the 6-year anniversary, dude.
Oh, you said 6-year of Deltarune though.
Oh, did I? Oh, I'm sorry.
So Deltarune is like, what, like 2 years old, right?
It's like 2 or 3 years. It's something like that.
And then Undertale, the original.
But like Deltarune's not a finished game yet, though.
Yeah, it's only the first chapter, which is why Chapter 2 is coming out soon.
the teaser demo came out
right
a while ago. But you know, Toby Fox, absolute visionary of game design. I mean, Undertale's like as cringe as the fan base could be sometimes. It's one of the greatest games of our time. I don't think anyone can dispute that. And there's very few people who are as passionate about gaming and game design as Toby Fox is. So, you know,
they got that man in Smash Brothers.
Absolutely, and again,
Toby
we need to support indie developers because they care the most about their fan base. You know, big conglomerates like somebody I will refuse to mention very rarely considers what the fan base would want. They just see dollars and cents. But you know, Toby Fox constantly works hard to make good games, so if you can support him, go for it. But anyway, shilling off the table, we got another set of winners semifinals to get through. It's going to be Felix versus Acetil.
That's right. Felix, for the first time tonight, will be making his premiere on the stage here at Pure Smash number 17, up against Acetil, who we saw previously run a good set against Passion on Pyro and Mithra. We're now going up against Felix, who's going straight for the Fox. No games this time around, just gaming. If that makes sense.
Absolutely.
No games, but just gaming.
And you know, Acetil's doing a good job of holding his own in this match right now. I mean, again, Fox is a rushdown character. Your zoning means nothing whenever there's a character with this much mobility and I guess ability to avoid this stuff. But and again, a reflector as well always helps. But Acetil fighting on his feet, you know, just trying to catch Felix out, keep him off stage, keep him in the corner, and again, Acetil playing on the defensive for the majority of this match so far, but able to get his licks in where he can.
Right. It's always great to see all of that side beam right into the holy water, catching him with the forward smash, but that lack of a sweet spot is not going to be enough to take the stock just yet.
Yeah. Something I've neglected to talk about.
My goodness.
That's unfortunate.
We don't want to see that, Acetil. We got to see some gaming.
Yeah, the Firefox actually ate up that jump, and I think Acetil thought he had another jump or something, and or maybe he was expecting the last hitbox to come out and he buffered an air dodge, thinking he needed attack, but that didn't come out, and we see Felix already having his opponent at 80%, but the F-throw will kill.
Good finisher.
Oh, and the weak hit of the back
Oh!
the up smash. Not gonna kill him, but that's a dead, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a dang good confirm there. And Asato's now gonna be at the last stock of this game, but he's got a lot of groundwork to make up for, and it doesn't look like Felix is giving him a lot of space to really go about and play his character as I'm sure he would like to do right now, just very safely. There we go, good stuff coming out from Felix, yet again landing a jab string. Good nair right into up tilt, and yeah, this percent is starting to rack up quite a bit, it looks like. And there we go, solid up smash to just about close it out, but still hanging on to 125.
Yeah, Belmonts are heavy lads, but yeah, not heavy enough to survive the kick from those 2 metal boots.
That's right, yeah, really good finish though.
Oh, God, I love this scene so much. We have 39 viewers in the chat right now.
Wow.
Guys, welcome. I think this is the most we've had on stream for one of these weeklies. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much.
I think actually, maybe we had like 50 at the end of Monday, something like that. But yeah, pretty damn good show out, I gotta say. Welcome in, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good time. Yeah. This looks to be a really great set so far, so I'm kind of interested to see how this develops.
I mean, 2 of the best in the scene today. And we're going to Battlefield with the Final Destination music. This is kind of cursed, but we jive in anyway.
You said it, man. We're jiving with it anyway.
That's no jump on Acetil, but they're able to get the I like that.
But they aren't able
that.
to. You like that? You like that?
Like Young Icarus.
I mean, how did you put like money on
Felix
Felix or something? The only way I can see you liking that is if you had like 10 more odds on Felix.
Hey man, it almost connected, and
then I would like to
I
see
think that's might have been ready for the spike, but you know.
Okay.
Yeah, Felix is playing a little bit of a zoning game right now with that laser. You know, just trying to make Acetil be the one to approach him, and Acetil saying, "Hell yeah, I'll do that. I'll put you in this corner. I'll keep you there." Look at that. When Acetil gets the defensive playstyle up, he's able to let it rock for quite a while.
He's kind of letting it rock right now from what it looks like. Good forward tilt, and yeah, only withstanding still 28% after that SD. Getting an excellent charge on that down smash, and that's going to be exactly what Acetil needs to make up for that deficit. Only withstanding 28%. Excellent stuff here from Acetil. Now you got to see if they can retain that momentum to potentially pull on in front, but it looks like Felix is going to be doing exactly that, pushing forward to up to 74%, leading on to 82, 89, and it's starting to rack up quite a bit here in favor of Felix once again.
Yeah, and you know, Felix is getting the you know, little chip damage in where it matters, but they've been trying to get these kill confirms, you know, whether it be an up air out of an up tilt or a back air out of a down tilt, and you know, they haven't connected yet. You know, for pretty much this entire stock. Acetil is at that high percent, but Felix is just unable to get those killing blows.
Exactly.
And there's the F tilt with the rage that's going to be killing Felix at that high percent at the ledge.
And there we go. All that momentum that brought back the game previously is now pushing forward into the lead. So great stuff from Acetil, retaining control over the situation, and Felix is trying to get in for some more damage. Does so with an up smash, but not enough to close out that stock yet.
If Felix wants to win this game too, they gotta really pick and choose what options they use when they're trying to recover. And you know, we're just gonna call that a tactical SD, and we're gonna go to the next round.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Richter, you're such a cheese lord. Oh my God.
Let's go with that. Like we were just talking about like recovery option, and it's like, oops.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
You don't need to recover. You're already on stage, Felix.
Damn, that is unfortunate.
Come on, man.
Okay, but you know, I'm liking the Hyrule Castle pick. Oh, never mind. Yoshi's story, alright. I was like, you know,
bro,
I don't know. Felix was thinking about it.
Felix was thinking about it.
Felix was thinking about it. You saw that?
Huh?
You saw Felix thinking about that, the Hyrule Castle pick? I said,
I would have let him gentleman to that stage. Actually.
Honestly, yeah, me too.
Dude, okay. On the real though, that is the best stage in the game if you want to practice your tech skill.
Very true.
Like you want to learn
actually
how to
no,
hit
that'd
text
be
consistently. Temple. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, Temple is definitely goated for that.
Yeah, sorry. I was thinking Hyrule, and I was like, oh yeah, Temple. But
What the heck?
same genre.
Did you see that? Did you see what Asto just did with that whip? That was not
Break it down for me,
intentional.
brother.
That was literally a glitch. Okay, never mind. We just won't talk about it. Never mind. I guess it was only my imagination.
I want you to talk about it, man.
Nah, the whip definitely just freaked out. The whip literally just freaked out. We gotta get a look at that after this.
Seems reminiscent of Melee Samus grapple beam.
That was like some illegal footage
you know.
right there. Shouldn't have seen it.
Yeah. But Acetil in a prime position right now. The counter pick was from Felix. I think the thought process was easier kills off the top. But Acetil's doing a good job of just maneuvering around the stage and locking down any approach that Felix tries to make. Acetil, very good at minding their spacing. Felix so obviously wants them to approach and is vividly getting frustrated, as you can see in the player cam right now.
Oh yeah, you can tell. Having a hard time keeping up with all this damage output.
Oh my god, an early stock.
Straight into an S
Felix
match.
is, that's not good for Felix's mental state. And Acetil, you know, the CRUP brother way, strike first, strike hard, no mercy, and keep it rolling if you can.
Precisely that.
And you know,
good parry.
I have a feeling Acetil doesn't want to be outdone by his younger brother anymore. Getting a win on Felix would be huge for Acetil and their career as a Smash player. But on top of that, it'll give us a CRUP Brothers Winners Finals.
Exactly that.
So I don't want to persuade the chat to rooting for anybody in particular, but Acetil. Yeah, okay.
Acetil's one game closer to taking the set. Yeah, no bias commentary here, just stating the facts. There we go. One more on the board for Acetil.
I like what I like. At the end of the day, I'm not just a commentator, I'm a fan.
That's what we like to see.
Damn, the chat. I can't tell if the chat's liking this or not. We're getting some mixed opinions.
It's that perfect mix of scuff as hell. And you know what?
Scarm's in the chat! Hi, Scarm.
Very awesome.
Big fan.
That's one heck of a gamer if I ever know one.
Chat's loving it. Yeah, we love to see it, CRUP. Captain.
Oh wait, he's using illegal footage. Look at the whip.
Yeah.
It just freaked out. What was that?
It's like found footage.
Exactly, man.
It's like,
Just literally just spazzed out, yeah. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Smashville's a counter pick. Now listen, I understand on paper.
Oh no! What is going on?
We have melee, folks. Yep, one miscue from Acetil, and we see how fast things can turn from good to bad whenever you're playing against a character with the caliber of Felix.
Don't. Okay. I was. The ledge, Felix. Don't get down smash. Oh my goodness.
Dude, this is the thing about the CRUP brothers. You're never down. You're never down. And oh my god, a near 0 to death takes that stock. Felix killed him at 0. And it's an even game again.
Exactly.
Man, and Felix very blatantly and obviously kicking themselves for that one. Yeah, this is where a player's mental state can really determine how they're playing. Felix is playing a lot less calm than what we're used to seeing. They're getting hit by a lot of things that they shouldn't, and they know that they shouldn't, and it's just getting worse.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's looking like. It's starting to become very much of a struggle here for Felix, but even though it's a tied game, you can tell that there's a little bit of hesitation, but you can see that he's kind of starting to push through a little bit. Getting that side B, almost getting the upper, so you can tell he's trying to find a good opportunity to optimize, get some good nooch in there. Acetil at the same time is calling out a lot of stuff for some additional damage as well. There we go, nairing the smash to take this stock, and we got ourselves one stock lead, but a very high percentage here for Felix to try and maintain.
Now look, I know Felix has the lead right now, and it's getting bigger and bigger by the moment, but it doesn't feel like it, does it?
Yeah, it kind of doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, like, it feels like Acetil could just pull the rug out from their opponent at any given moment, but no, I love that patience from Felix. Felix, I can't tell if they're trying to hype himself up or like, if they're just frustrated visibly.
Yeah, kind of frustrated.
Man, And again, Felix living to a very high percent right now. In the corner, gonna shield all of those F tilts and avoid the last one. Nice frame trap nearly comes out from Felix.
Oh,
okay, but there's the back air to catch the jump from ledge. And now it is a last stock situation. If Felix plays a little bit out of what they want to do right now, we're gonna be going to the next set. But there's the charge F smash. Felix cleaning the sleep out of their eyes a little bit. Pulls down the mask just to breathe a little bit. Stopping the bleeding a little bit. And we're going to a game 5. This is going to be Acetil's counter pick going forward.
That's right. Now there was a little bit of I guess like momentum that kind of shifted in Felix's favor, especially towards that last dog. You saw like it was a pretty marginal last dog, only taking about 6% on that last dog. So maybe we could see a little bit of a come up, a little bit of a level up in the approach that Felix will be taking. Obviously, something that gone wrong somewhere since we ended up in game 5. But you know, game 5 is still a game, and we'll have to see what we'll have to see what Felix can do with that.
The PS to the stage. I think right now Felix is with a fire under their butt, trying to play forward. Goes off, gets the first initial interaction, and a weak hit backer is the answer from Acetil. So right now it looks like the heavy hits are coming in favor of Felix, but Acetil isn't going to pump the brakes anytime soon. And,
yeah, definitely not showing any signs of slowing down.
Again, the grounded game from Acetil is insane, but those short hop angled aerials are crazy.
And the catches at ledge too.
Again, Felix is kind of getting lazy with the side Bs. You know, side Bs normally are hard to punish against a lot of other characters, but right now, again, you're playing against one of the best ledge trappers in the entire game. So your illusions, you know, you need to be really smart about using them. And I think Firefox is going to be the option going forward in the set.
I'm kind of thinking so too here. It's looking like a lot of the options that Felix normally relies on are just getting called out very proficiently here by Acetil. So Felix either needs to stop using them entirely or mix them up in a way that it just is not as stand out to Acetil right now.
Yeah. Now, Acetil's going to try and stay on the ground because they know that if they get caught out in the air by a back air or an up air, it could be their stock. Oh my god, a nice catch on that platform, but unfortunately, they fat finger the dash attack. No punish is going to happen, but the down B will be punished by the up smash. Take the stock.
Here we go. Now we got our tied stock count. But again, at 78%, Felix isn't too far from finding themselves in the last stock, but you can tell that they're more than wary of it. Trying to find good opportunities to get into that neutral, but Acetil is just not really granting him too many opportunities, almost setting up for what would have been a metric ton of damage.
Oh yeah, and possibly a stock too if Acetil was in the ballpark to get that.
Exactly, there we go.
Yep.
Oh, good follow.
Combos are starting to come out. Yeah, oh my god, and Acetil just needs to get some ground under his feet. Up throw will not, it's not going to kill. Not at this percent. And now Felix is just picking him apart.
There,
up
good
smash,
up smash
not gonna kill. And there's the up air. All right, Felix back in the lead, pops off a little bit.
143%. Oh, but the iframes on the respawn is going to be costing him an up B. And there we go, punishing at ledge on that shield with a forward throw is going to land us right to a game 5 last stock situation.
Dude, this is so insane right now. I'm feeling the pressure start to mount a little bit. Acetil gets a nice combo off of the returning cross. Has Felix in the corner. Felix does a good job of getting out, but they get angled down back air, put back in the other corner this time. There it is. Illusion gets snuffed out. F smash not going to connect though.
Yeah, not going to connect just yet, but it's going to be doing a heck of a lot of pressure.
Acetil back on the ground, but oh my god, Felix is just making sure that they are in disadvantage the entire time. Mistimes the forward throw, doesn't get the iframes on it. Gets another grab though, goes for the back air.
Oh my goodness, raw back air no less.
Finals.
That's right, solid comeback there from Felix. But you can tell that he's not really settling for less right now. He could definitely telling himself already that there was a lot of opportunities to improve. But you know what? That's all that's left to do at this point is just to improve. And you know, I would say Acetil is definitely no competition to sneeze at right there. Even though landing a solid confirm like that to close out the set definitely nothing to sneeze at beating Acetil right there. So good stuff from Felix for the comeback. And we'll maybe see more from Acetil in the losers run.
Yeah, definitely, because they will be in losers semifinals, or excuse me, losers quarterfinals, awaiting their opponent, who will either be Jinx or Yomadafu.
Right.
So, you know, again, they could be making a bigger run later on tonight. If they make it to losers semifinals, I would definitely like to see that, because Acetil plays with a lot of skill. They cover so many options at so many different times, and they fight out a disadvantage like nobody else.
Yeah, very much true. But at the same time, see, what I'm kind of curious about is how Felix is gonna approach this particular CRUP brother, especially since like the playstyle is just so different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a whole different slew of strategies that are going to be thrown at him from such a high-level player like CRUP. So we're going to have to see how he holds up against them here, as that'll be getting started here shortly.
I'm expecting some high-flying offense from this set. Again, it is what we're super used to from both of these players. But again, with that aggression and that offense comes a really good level of mind games between both of these people. I mean, they know how to wait. I'm sorry?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. Production's in my ear. Anyway, so, again, both these players know how to be patient. They know when to be patient. And that's where the majority of their big combos come from. I mean, that last stock from Felix, it was hit by hit by hit by hit by hit because they waited for that opportunity to present itself. So anyway, guys, that's enough of the blathering. We're going to let that action unfold for us right now. It's winners finals here. A best-of-5 set between CRUP and Felix.
That's right. Getting started right now.
I believe number 2 and number 4 or 5 on the S-tier PR right now.
Oh, well, there you go.
Unless CRUP's number 2.
Yeah, very possible. Very possible.
I know. I'm pretty sure Felix is number 2. And I think CRUP's like 4th behind Frost. Or Frost is 4th behind CRUP. It's one of the two.
One of those two, that's about right.
Yeah. Oh no, the Falcon! I thought that move got buffed!
Yeah, I thought so too. Really good catch though nonetheless with the dash attack. Yeah, taking the first stock for the set. Good call out too with that option. I feel like it's not one that CRUP uses very often. Really only uses it when he wants to get like that last second closeout, especially since that percent was getting up on him as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's the down throw. Not going to get the dash attack out of it. I think Felix knows better than to not DI up after that.
Right.
But I think it's interesting that the punish off of down throw, generally that we see from Captain CRUP, is the dash attack and not a different option.
Right.
Just a food for thought. Because I know, like, Nair might be true. Oh, wow!
Yeah,
okay,
right to that up tilt.
Down air to up tilt. Good damage there.
Oh my goodness, going for a really hard S-smash read on that landing forward air.
Yeah. All right, and oh, CRUP gets from ledge perfectly. Doesn't hit that up air. And you know, both these characters are so aggressive at all times. And you know, one good combo is really all you need to blow your opponent up. And again, the close quarters game is super important in this matchup.
Yeah, and you see he's closing in right for that backer to take the second stock out, bringing Felix to the last stock of this game, but we got to see what Felix might have planned. Already got a dash attack into Nair, almost a raw back air, but not going to make the mark just yet on that point right there. But now Felix is starting to get a little bit more punishing with these options as opposed to just straight rushing down.
Yeah, man. All right, there's the angle down F-tilt. F-tilt actually is one of Falcon's, I think, more slept-on options. It comes out really fast. It's safe on shield. Relatively has decent range, and it sets up for a lot of follow-ups. It's a really good option on the ground for a character that doesn't have very many, and it also can be used as an anti-air. Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my goodness! We gotta see that one again. We gotta see that one again. There we go.
God! Dude, F-tilt gets him in the corner, makes Felix go low.
Right into the platform. No tech availability there.
God, dude, you need some dental work after a hit that hard.
Yeah, man, that was a very solid stuff. And I believe they're running a straight back.
Yeah, Felix, I saw the hand gesture. Again, PS2 makes the best games. And already we see Felix, starting to come to fruition, get a couple of early hits, but again, when CRUP starts rolling, it is very hard to stop his momentum.
Right. Oh yeah, answering
the
vacuum text question in chat. Yeah, you saw that little red flash where there would normally be a tech available to you. If it's a red flash like onto the stage, that means it is untechable. Ain't no way you're taking that one.
Yeah, and actually, I don't think a red flash came out after that knee connected.
Yeah, it did. It did.
It did?
It's a very quick one. Yeah, it's a very quick little visual effect. Yeah, not necessarily like the kill screen, like where the whole screen goes red, but it's like a little like flash on the platform. Where
are you talking about the shockwave or the screen?
The yeah, I guess shockwave is the best way to put it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Because I've seen the screen flash red sometimes whenever Mewtwo does like big hits. Like no shockwave, just like a red screen.
Oh my god.
So I was kind of curious if you were talking about that because I've been trying to figure out what that is. And as we can see, a beautiful couple drag down combos into jab blocks from Felix, hitting 54% on the board and a Firefox to make it 75.
That's right, really good damage output. And you can see that percent though on Felix's end is definitely red. Landing it back here, we got CRUP taking the lead. Or I guess tying it right back up, but that percent still has a lot of ways to go before he can take the lead.
Yeah, and Felix looking to give him a full stock advantage soon. Closing in on that percent. Yeah, tries to read the jump, but not quite getting there in time. And the reverse hit of the up smash semi-spiking.
That's right.
That might have killed at the ledge. Is the funny part.
Very possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good retaliation though, yeah.
Nice nair.
Wow, okay.
Yep, okay, that forces CRUP to go high, but no punish was able to be had because Felix had to recover themselves. And now we see the gentleman's jab, yeah, making an untechable situation. Not that there was any wall to tech off of, but nearly killing. All right.
Ooh,
oh,
there we go.
Good back air.
Back air right through that down beat. He's going to be taking the lead here for Felix once again.
But oh my God.
F smash. Nothing, no build up, no nothing. Just a raw flick of the C stick is going to bring us into a last stock situation for our game 2.
Not to be outdone. And, ladies and gentlemen, I just found out that I have been selected to Cast Pinnacle 2021 in Canada.
Oh, look at that. Congrats. Are you, like, flying out to Canada, or?
Dude, I don't know yet.
Hey, really good stuff.
We'll figure that out when we get there.
Yeah.
That's some big news for me.
Big news, man. Big congratulations. Got ourselves a still really marginal lead here for CRUP. But Felix is living it up at 136%. Still hanging on. Getting a dash attack. We got Felix getting up to 60% on his opponent. Going all the way to 75. Man. You can tell he's reading for the back air.
Yep. Oh my god, the double parry off the... That's insane!
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah, Riley is dead set on keeping this momentum up, but it does look like Captain CRUP is going to be taking 2 games in a row, 2-0, and Felix is definitely starving for this game, you can tell. Starving to get some momentum on his end of things.
And, there's the whiffed up B. But again, down throw, here it comes, back air. That is a very strong option. We saw Felix get up after that in the camera. Like, I think Felix is starting to struggle a little bit with like their mentality right now. Because again, Felix isn't someone who really struggles when they're down. Actually, I think being down makes them play a little bit better. But we're starting to see some very visible cracks, not in their gameplay, but in their mental state. And I think the pressure's really starting to add up on them.
I actually thought the exact opposite. I thought he was popping off for his big friend CRUP here for bringing such incredible games. Look at this. Solid down air from CRUP to take the first stock of this 3rd game. And Felix is definitely giving it up for his opponent in good sportsmanship, surely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Man, Felix, I mean, they're down 2-0 in the set right now. but this is going to make it very difficult to come back.
Oh yeah, I have no doubt. There we go, good dash attack.
Ooh.
Okay, and I'm liking the jab string at the ledge too.
Yep.
Going in for the
good
nair, and I believe that is going to be exactly what Felix needs to take this to a tied stock count once again.
Yes, sir. So, I mean, yeah, Felix is throwing out a ton of options right now, but, you know, it seems like a little bit of desperation intermingled with some waiting for CRUP to approach. And when you give CRUP stage like that, CRUP could definitely make something crazy happen.
Right. There we go, solid jab string as well. Alright, I'm liking the back airs too. Oh, but catching the get up option with that up smash, and now we've got Felix to what could potentially be the last stock of his winner's run tonight.
Yeah, dude, CRUP does not whip on those jumps from ledge. He is so good at covering those with the up smash. Man. Oh, there's the back air. Alright, ledge trump. Not gonna drop it. Okay, there it is, the down smash. Felix stops the bleeding a little bit. Felix might be looking to make an epic comeback right now.
There we go. Good strings once again. Last stock situation, and now it looks like Felix is pulling out in front with a little bit of a percent lead, but still Captain CRUP is doing a phenomenal job at keeping up. There we go, almost going in for the back here. Not gonna land this yet. Yep.
Right in Felix's face, and Felix is ready to punish.
There we go. Oh, and a down throw and an up air.
All right, here's the drag down. Nope, not gonna get the.
Felix pushing him all the way to the other side of the stage with this neutral.
Oh my god! Oh no, he whips the other up smash. Can he catch the landing though? No, he can't.
There we go. Felix trying. They both go for an up smash to confirm the last stock. Gentleman's jab bringing his opponent to the right side of the stage.
There's the back air.
That back air is going to be taking it 3-0, and Felix in content with finally losing what's been honestly a good couple of weeks for Felix, just running the show for the most part in terms of these weeklies. But yeah, the CRUP brothers came in full swing, and Astil's strength and CRUP's combined is going to be allowing the CRUP brothers to take over winner's side for tonight.
Hey, if one does not fall, there will always be another CRUP brother to take their place.
Exactly.
And there it is, CRUP avenging his sibling, hitting the back air, and taking the set in a 3-0 fashion against the number 2 player in the SAK scene today.
That's right. All right, but there we go. Oh, unfortunately, Jinx has DQ'd out of the bracket tonight.
Yeah, I saw that a second ago. I didn't want to say anything, but that gives Azatil another shot at being on stream tonight. And on the other side of losers quarterfinals, it is Frost versus Passion right now. So we're gonna wait for that set to wrap up. They're currently 12 minutes in, so we're gonna keep it rocking. But hey, man. Hey, Felix.
Oh, what's
You're
up?
doing good, man.
Oh, is Felix in chat right now? That's right. He was in chat earlier.
Yeah.
So, I turned on my
Felix.
lights. There we go.
Hey, Felix. I don't know if you're listening to audio, but I want you to listen to what I have to say, mate. If anybody can come back from this, it's you. It's definitely you. You got the clutch factor, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you got to believe yourself. All right? And I'm not trying to be cringe when I say this. You're one of my favorite players to watch, and you're definitely one of the best. You got to where you were for a reason. So
right,
you could do this.
I'll say one thing. I mean, like, literally been watching these locals like for weeks now. I haven't been able to go to any of them, and I'm looking forward to doing it soon. But I mean, if there's one player that's definitely been one to keep an eye out for, it's definitely been Felix. So yeah, that's all I have to say on that. Like, Felix has been running the show for weeks now. But let's see here. Looks like we do have, Frost and Passion is currently ongoing and losers quarters. And then after that, we'll be getting losers semis, the winner of that match. Of course, you know, this bracket's definitely been shaken up to be quite the one to watch tonight. But at the same time, we do have more to look forward to. Usually Wednesday will be the last one that we have for the week before we bring it all the way back to Monday. But look forward to Friday, where we will be hosting our A rank for our I believe it's our SAK rankings bracket. Yeah, it looks like our A rank tournament's taking place on Friday. Same time as per usual, will be taking place at 6:30. And then on Saturday, the day after that, we'll be having our S rank tournament with a $250 pot on top of what we normally would run. So there's going to be some extra stakes on there as well. So be sure to join us for both of those. I'll be looking forward to doing the same.
Yeah, man. I might be casting on Saturday, so stay tuned for that if you want to see more of my work. But and I don't know how that's shaking out yet, so I think I got to decide it. But I'm interested, so we'll say that for the very least. But I want to see it. Hey, man, we got some time to kill before the. Oh well, never mind.
Never mind. We're getting right into the content. Yeah, content time imminent.
Content
alert. This is not a drill. Not a drill.
This is not a drill. Is this hang on.
Is this the what? Oh yeah, this is amateur.
I was gonna say, is this Amis? I definitely think it's it's totally Fammy.
Yeah.
All right, so who is gonna be up at first tonight?
Interesting.
I love these tags. Hold up. Wait, can the chat hear you? Production?
No, I don't think it can.
I didn't think so. Yeah. So, who was the first one again?
I think it was like Faisal. And then buy me a dinosaur. Is that what
it's Faisal and buy me a dinosaur. Faisal actually 2-0'd 25 to life in losers bracket, and then fell to Snickers. And buy me a dinosaur beat Pudley and lost to FPM. But they are here tonight, fighting for the free drink.
Yes, the refreshing cold taste of a nice cold Monster Energy drink is on the line here tonight. That's right, we're putting it all on the board. I know I mentioned a $250 pot for Saturday, but that ain't nothing to the refreshing cold taste of a Monster Energy drink. So that's coming up here in just a moment as they're setting up for that currently.
All right, let me see. Trying to figure out their controls work. Man, dude.
Damn, I didn't know Mario had a 4-tilt. That. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not what we see very often, is it?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm flustered right now, Chad. I just got some insane news.
What's that?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but it's good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Thank you. I'm texting.
Yo, Link's gonna be a father.
Dude.
Oh yeah, that's right. Big congrats on that.
Dude, if I was gonna be a father, I would
You would not be a father? Oh god. Well, I mean, hey, you know what?
I would dress the same. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
I've been told by so many people on campus that I dress like a dad and I act like one.
Oh.
And it's starting to piss me off a little bit.
Well, let me see. Let's go back to the face cam for a minute. Let me rate the drip.
Oh, well, not tonight. I'm wearing my No Pause Tournaments Never Pause hoodie.
Okay. Right.
Which you can't get these anymore. I think the merch drop was kind of no, I don't want to say exclusive, but it was like it was limited time, and it's super comfy though. I love this hoodie. And again, never pause. Such a cool ass mantra.
Never pause, because apparently that's illegal in competitive play, so you probably don't want to, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's not only a great mindset, but it's reminding you that there are rules that you need to abide by, or you will get DQ'd.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Keeping the tournament legal in here, but here we are, running amateur finals.
Oh, Samus!
Best of 5, and yeah, we got Samus versus Link. If there's one thing that you can always look forward to in amateur bracket, it's some crazy matchups that you don't get to see every day.
Wait a second. Buy Me a Dinosaur is a good Samus.
You can tell already?
look, they know that charge shot confirms into grab, so I'm starting to think they might know a thing or two.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm like, I see one Nair to shield from a
little
Yoshi. I'm like, all right, they good.
Now, I haven't seen a charge cancel yet. Oh yeah, the arrow. Still had the arrow.
Yeah, I see, like...
Buy Me Dinosaur's playing well.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
I'm sorry, I have to gush for Samus, man.
There we go, we already got a solid dash attack coming out. Good stuff. Face also gonna be able to get back onto the top platform. Goes for an up tilt to punish.
Catches the Zair too.
Yeah. There we go. Good stuff with the boomerang.
Okay, forward air
well.
to the boomerang. Yeah, this matchup has a lot of crazy applications because, Taco, do you know that bomb ignites whenever, or it explodes whenever it gets hit by fire?
I did not know that.
Well, yeah, if it gets hit by like any fire-based attack, it explodes. Not Samus's bomb, Link's bomb.
Okay. Yeah.
And so if Samus forward airs Link as he throws or as he drops the bomb, that thing blows up. Samus can also down tilt it or up smash it, and yeah.
And it doesn't damage Samus?
It does. I mean, it's still a large hitbox, but like, if you use it on the Link, like you can do a lot of dummy things with it. Like, I won a tournament set one time because I was at the ledge. I threw the bomb down on the ground, it bounced, and then I up smashed it, and I won the set. And then I popped off like a madman.
Very cool. I mean, yeah, that's a kind of a interesting, like, I guess, like a little bit of a, oh my goodness, obscure tech. But check it out. One thing that is not obscure knowledge is that that upbeat does a lot of shield pressure. So good job on Dino for holding that shield up. Still able to maintain the shield, taking that second stock, and still on their third stock at 145.
You know, I really want to buy this guy a dinosaur right now. He's making me very happy, showing that there are Samus players in the state of Arizona.
Maybe like, hold on, let's just use PayPal? I might just...
Oh my god!
Put him up with the dino. Oh, there we go. Good up air as well. But there we go. That down is going to interrupt and take the first stock on face all the things here.
Right. Oh, and a nice back air to get him off stage. Goes for another back air. Stage spike. Nope. Buy Me a Dinosaur can make that back. Samus has a very good recovery. One that's actually able to do that. Now, one thing I definitely want to see later on, I like that drop down charge shot. But I want to see charge shot charge to a degree that it'll actually bypass the boomerang.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Not just interesting. I think it would be prudent in the current matchup because Link can get so much off a boomerang. He can combo off of it. It's just good chip damage in general. It gives him stage control. You gotta play around it. So having that charge shot at the level where it'll bypass that is super important.
Right. There we go. Good job keeping the shield up so they can still charge the laser. Oh, look at Link using a little shield too. That's great. Very smart. Very intellectual.
Yeah, it's one thing I don't see a lot of Links utilize except for like once every match, in my experience.
Every Link
but there's the bomb. Will not kill. Left oil rope bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies.
There you go. Nice uppy, though, to take the second stock. Still living it up, though, at 121. We got Face Off, fighting the good fight. There we go. Okay, I'm liking the safe approach here, especially at 136. Oh, no! But he's going to get hit by that neutral B. Taking out the first game and buy me a dino. He's going to be buying himself into round 2 with a 1-game lead.
Sir, yes, sir. Love to see Samus winning, man. It makes me very happy. Yep, goes for the drop down charge shot. Beautiful. Catches the ball through the platform.
That's what we call our chat as a whole right now. It's either the Samus supporters or the Link enjoyers. I guess. So the Link. What would the Link supporters be called?
The what?
The Link. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like Team Samus and Team Link names right now. Got two ends to root for right now. Oh, nice venue, by the way. Big
we love the venue. We love the players.
Yeah. Let's get a look at that. Actually, can we get a solo cam focus on whoever's in the background? We should get that while we're at it. Get a big old zoom in. or something. Or you know what? Zoom in on Laird. I want to see.
Yeah, zoom in on me. I'm doing things, but again,
there we go. Nice.
I'm famous, guys. I'm on a Twitch stream.
Nice. Guys, look, Laird in Smash.
Laird's in Smash. Holy crap. All right, gets the back throw off stage, goes for the drop down forward air. Not going to connect because Faisal, in a very good position, jumps over the forward air. Air dodges back to the ledge. Yeah, Buy Me a Dino's doing a good job of not overextending too much, and is making it work. But again,
I will say that Faisal has been very good at landing boomerangs in the past game, and including this one as well.
Yeah. Again, once charge shot gets to the degree where it can be punished with the charge shot, or it can punish the boomerang, like, this matchup gets a whole lot easier for Samus because boomerang has a lot of startup on it, and you know, I really want to see that come out. I really want to see that punish come forward. But again, they're making the super missiles work. Super missiles, they don't do a lot of, you know, they don't kill, but they do a decent amount of damage, and you can also combo into them. Yeah, but we see the offstage, or the ledge traffic right now from Faisal.
No, unfortunate.
But unfortunate SD. And, Buy Me a Dino, just, you know, jumping around, trying to figure out their opponents. Alright, yeah, Faisal, I think this stage pick's really good for Link in this matchup, because he can just kind of hang out under that middle platform, and, you know, Samus really kind of struggles in the corner, which is ironic considering how good she is when she holds center. But, you know, you're denying her a very important part of her game plan by holding this middle down.
Yeah, that's what it's going to look like. Oh, but good catch from Faisal, reading the roll option onto the stage and landing a solid 3-hit F smash to bring Dino down to the last game. And honestly, I think it just might be the stage pick. I think it's just the center platform that allows for Faisal to get a lot more good setups and just good positioning that normally wouldn't be available to him.
And again, so last match, we really weren't seeing Buy Me a Dinosaur with a lot of charge shots. Now that's Whiff City with these charge shots. Again, charge shots such an important part of Samus's game plan that missing those is super detrimental. Oh man, and the missed attack with the buffer system resulted in a directional air dodge off stage. Faisal takes the game. It is one apiece right now.
Yeah, one game per player right now. Going into game 3. I mean, what do you think? Maybe Faisal might be doing a little bit differently this time around.
The thing about what Faisal's doing is, again, the avoidance of the charge shot is such a huge part of any time you play a Samus. But that stage is designed in such a way that it really benefits campier characters with a lot of projectiles who hold the center part of the stage a lot. And if Samus can't get in and deal like her nairs or whatever, and her charge shot's not working, it's an absolute disaster. And again, anytime they try to approach, there's a boomerang coming their way, there's an arrow, a bomb, a sword, and you know, Faisal played just out of the range where Samus is lethal, and avoided the thing that she can strike from afar with. So Faisal doing a little bit of counter camping, and just putting up the walls that are very difficult for Buy Me a Dinosaur to get through.
Right, that's definitely what it's starting to look like right now. Good stuff already though from Faisal. Applying some good neutral, even edging the bomb right to the edge of that platform there with the arrows. Really good stuff. And to be honest, it does look like Faisal is definitely turning the matchup very well.
Yeah, okay. So down throw into charge shot didn't connect because of the well-timed tech from Faisal. And man, I gotta be honest with you, Buy Me a Dinosaur is definitely just throwing out a lot of options to try to see what sticks. They're mashing. And Samus is a character, again, the zoner archetype. And the thing about zoners is that a lot of their normals have horrendously bad end lag. Especially Samus's grab in particular. That's going punished a lot whenever Buy Me a Dinosaur throws it out. So right now, Buy Me a Dinosaur's trying to mind their distance, trying to poke from afar with that Zair. But again, the damage from that is so unconsequential that the lead is firmly in Faisal's corner.
Right. So let's see, I mean, how Faisal might be able to maintain this lead, or potentially Dino might be able to try applying some different ideas here in the neutral. You can see that he's still trying to land some forward airs that just aren't allowed to land just because of how good that nair is, which I don't think we really talked about the nair too much on Link and just how potent it is. But check out that F smash, definitely going to be able to take out the first stock and put Faisal in a pretty good position this time around.
Yes, sir. Again, Faisal's doing a good job of just holding down center.
Right. There we go. I'm liking the pressure with the boomerangs as well. Keeping that boomerang active as often as possible. Man, it's honestly worth noting like how little end lag boomerang has like when you do it like right onto someone's shield. You saw that he was still able to react out of that in time. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, and again, Faisal just maintaining a firm stance in the way of danger. And then there's the F smash. It's not going to connect, or it's not going to kill rather. Again, that move is kind of long range. It's like Mario's F smash. The problem is that the sweet spot of it is a lot further out, and not just the hilt of Samus's gun arm. But we see a charge shot taking the stock anyway at 180%, and here we go. A nice combo, a charge shot into grab, but no follow-ups to be had from Buy Me a Dinosaur.
Right, so far nothing too much yet, but still Faisal's going to be landing a forward air on Buy Me a Dino to put him off stage, and good catch with the bomb as well. Even getting an arrow, almost getting a bomb for some additional knockback too.
Oh, yeah, see, I like that up B. It sends the bomb at such an interesting angle. The problem is that you put yourself at so much end lag off of that move that you weren't able to detonate the bomb.
Right.
Back throw gets him off stage. Goes for the drop down again, but will not connect. I think Buy Me a Dinosaur definitely needs to change their edge guarding plan. Because it worked once, but it's not working much anymore.
Yeah. Here we go.
Buy Me a Dinosaur is definitely stabilizing, getting damage in where they can, making things work, but yeah, man, I gotta be real with you. That Faisal is doing a good job of just edging out Buy Me a Dinosaur in every way right now.
Yeah, doing a real good job at doing so too. There's these forward tilts coming out, real strong option for 14%, and you can tell that Faisal's just got a really good pace right now. Not really like any like explosive momentum or anything like that per se, but just some really good pacing that he's got himself in a really good position that he's pretty comfortable in. Not really pushing too much where it's not needed, but definitely working to get that percent, especially since he's up at 152 and not too far away from a tight stock count.
Yes, sir. Oh my god, yep, there's the explosion. Good damage there. Faisal looking to stay alive a little bit longer. 172% up throw will be killing. And man, this flex game is super important here. If Buy Me a Dinosaur wins this, they maintain a lead in the set, 2-1. But if Faisal wins this, they get the set lead. And nice nair, okay. No jump comes out.
Yeah. Going really aggro off stage. Definitely fiending to get this third game under their belt.
Yeah, that nair would have been a really good option at higher percents because that thing has insane kill power. But I like what Buy Me a Dinosaur is doing right now. They're getting just enough charge that it's small enough to go over the bomb. And oh my god, a nice backer to eat up that. Oh no, the fastball!
Oh my goodness. Such a long fought battle and still, yeah, unable to close it out confidently there. And we're going to a game 3, this time with Dino coming out in front.
Man. Man, I'm having a good night.
Yeah, pretty dang good night tonight. But still, we got ourselves at least one more game to look forward to as Dino's going to be taking the lead. Counter pick of choice is going to be Kalos once again.
Dude, I always love Amateurs Finals because we get to see players. We get to see players who aren't always in the spotlight. They go 1-2, 0-2. But again, these are like the most important players in the scene. They're the very foundation of why we have as much of a beautiful community as we have today. Right. And like, again, watching this talent and seeing like, okay, this is the starting point for these guys, and then maybe seeing them in a top 8 in a few weeks, like we saw Storm make a far bracket run a couple weeks ago. They won an amateurs finals. Like, it's a cool thing to see. You know, just the progression of these young players.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely true. So I mean, with that all said and done, I mean, it's still an ongoing set with Buy Me a Dino in the lead, but you can tell that Faisal is definitely making good strides to put themselves out in front early on in this potentially last game for themselves. He's trying to really just get himself back on the map right now. There we go. Excellently spaced forward air
nice
on
kill.
the platform. Yep, and only withstanding 44% this time. He's got himself a very comfortable lead.
Yeah, and see, the thing about a lot of Samus's aerials is that the majority of them are multi-hits. You know, spare that forward air or excuse me, spare the nair and the back air. And Link could just throw out that nair and snuff him out. Or he falls out of him because he's at a very awkward falling speed to weight ratio. And, you know, that's really making Buy Me a Dinosaur struggle a little bit with getting these full aerial combos. Oh, I love the wall jump there.
Yeah, that
try to
was
avoid
really
the down air, but it lingered for just too long. And
yeah, down air stays active for a very long time. It doesn't spike the entire way through, but even then, it's still an active hitbox.
Yeah, absolutely. There's the back throw. Nice Zair poke, but there's still a jump on deck, so that will not be killing, but I love the attempt.
Oh, there we go. Solid finisher, though, from Dino. Going to be tying up the stock count once again here, but at 114, he's got a ways to go before he can really call it a tied game or even a game in his favor.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, angled up boomerang, trying to read a jump there. Faisal at the bomb at center. Nice.
Oh,
I
my
love
goodness,
that.
yeah.
That's such a clean confirm. Back air 1 to up B for the kill.
Yeah, now we got it down to the potential last stock for Dino.
Yeah, we could be seeing a game 5 here, chat.
There we go. Good hits. Once again from Faisal. I'm liking that Faisal is definitely applying a lot of pressure in the center stage, doing a great job of controlling it, but Dino's still going to be pushing through, getting a forward air for some additional pressure.
Yeah,
There's
I
no
like
forward
that
air for
down
pressure
air.
again.
It didn't spike, but you know, that move is deceptively powerful even without the strong hitbox. Like, it does about 12 to 15 damage, I think, without, and it can sometimes kill off the side if you use it off stage.
Right.
Alright. Faisal just rolling over Buy Me a Dinosaur right now, taking him back to the Jurassic era.
Yeah, absolutely controlling the stage still. A little bit of a trade on the bomb there, but it's still going to be some good damage for him, but still going to be caught with that up smash out of the air dodge, and now we got our last stock situation for the both of them here.
Alright. Buy Me a Dinosaur needs a miracle to win this match right now. Link is a character who has very consistent kill confirms out of that boomerang, and on top of that, a long disjointed sword that could really lay the hurt as well, and a good projectile slash item that they could throw off stage, and maybe cheese out some stocks if they send you out too far as well.
Very true. Let's see how the rest of this plays out. As now it's definitely starting to heat up. You can tell that Buy Me a Dino is layering on the pressure now with these projectiles for real. Catching the recovery. I see the attempt at the ledge trump there coming in from Faisal.
Third. There's the up B. He's gonna get some good damage on the board. This is max rage for the Samus, and as you can clearly see, Faisal fishing for the kill. Nice parry to avoid the forward air, though. All right. The bomb will kill because it got detonated off of the super missile.
The bomb's actually going to do it. There you go.
Yeah. No, great read there from Faisal. Throwing that thing out right when the super missile comes out, and it detonates, takes the game. For these young, talented individuals, we are starting to see the first time they've probably ever played a stressful, long set like this.
Right. Yeah, it's been one heck of a long set for them.
Yeah, love to see it.
Yeah, here we go. Faisal's going to be able to bring it back, take us to a game 5, and it looks like Dino is definitely starting to catch on to a lot of things, though, despite having lost that game.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to small battlefield for this game. I actually like this stage in this matchup, but I know Link likes the stage too. It's basically just baby PS2, and I have a feeling Faisal's feeling the momentum right now. They're in a very good position Buy Me a Dinosaur almost was able to bring that one back, though. So
yeah, almost able to bring it back.
You know, it seems to me like the pattern has been Faisal goes up to an amazing lead, and Buy Me a Dinosaur is able to edge him out last second.
Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like to me too.
Yeah, I think fundies and overall character knowledge, it's definitely in Buy Me or in Faisal's favor. But I think, you know, these Samus being an amazingly powerful character as she is, getting these random hits that deal a ton of damage is definitely what's keeping Dinosaur in this thing and what's giving them the lead right now.
Yeah, right now currently in the lead, but at 124%. Faisal's not too away, getting an uppie, but not going to be able to close it out just yet as Buy Me a Dino is still hanging on to this lead at 140.
Yeah.
There we have it. 160 goes down, and now we got our tied stock count once again. All right, there we go. Good pressure. Again, good pressure on these platforms from Faisal. That seems to be something that's been very consistently good from here. Buy Me Dino going in low, still able to recover back onto the stage, though.
Yeah. Oh, there's the bomb exploding. Yep, the bomb explodes after 30 seconds.
Right.
So that's what happened just there. All right. Yeah, I like the baby charge. Isn't able to get the dash attack follow-up, though. But maybe needed a little bit more charge for that to be more guaranteed.
Very possible.
All right, gets the back throw, has him off stage. Goes for the Zair. I like it.
Yeah,
and
I like that.
From ledge. Okay. Oh, and he fell out.
Oh my goodness, falling right
out.
with that jab. Okay, that was actually pretty smart.
Oh no! All right, good job of Dino saving the jump there. Up air, not gonna kill. This is max rage for Faisal though. I think a back air into up B will kill. Up throw.
Oh, no,
okay,
up
back
throw's gonna do it just fine. Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of range. Okay. I love that nair, though, from Faisal. They're trying to put themselves back in this thing. That's a free punish, though, after the up smash.
There we go. Still holding onto this ledge. Good catch, though, on the shield, though, coming out from Faisal. Still finding this pressure off stage with the boomerangs. Unable to land the back air, though, for the edge guard like he was planning for it. And Buy Me a Dino's going to regain stage control.
Oh, my God, this pressure. Forward air. That's no jump.
No jump. Yeah, and that back air's going to do it.
He's dead.
That back air's going to do it with a 2-stock lead. Buy Me a Dino has earned the refreshing cold monster energy drink. Good stuff, though, to Faisal as well. Fighting that good fight and bringing it to a game 5.
Samus, baby. She's on top of the world. Dude,
that's right, the enemy's bracket.
This little exchange right there was all started due to the fact that Faisal didn't have a lot of shield. Those nairs were shield poking. And that's just what kept the tide rolling. And Buy Me a Dinosaur locked it down, texting his friends and family to tell them that he won. And hey, if anyone in the venue could get me this man's contact information, let me know. I want to coach them into a god.
Well, there you go. Yeah, the Samus mains, it is safe to say, they are eating tonight.
We ride together. We die together, baby. Frost is MIA again.
MIA.
Someone put a leash on that guy.
Yikes. Oh, let me go ahead and see something real quick. Give me 1 second here.
Man. 46 viewers! Holy Lord!
Oh,
thank you guys.
Feel good. Oh, let me see here.
And so next on stream, we're gonna have Frost versus Acetil in loser semifinals, a best of 5 set between two of the best players in the scene today.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm actually looking forward to this match.
Hey, production, Frost is number 4 on the rankings this season. I think I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I think Frost is 3 right now. Frost is 3 right now.
And that puts CRUP at 4 then.
CRUP should be, I think, CRUP should be a 5 or 4.
CRUP's 5. Who's ahead of him? Oh, okay, that's fair. That makes sense. How the hell did I forget about B-Rice? B-Rice is awesome.
Yeah, B-Rice is really good. Just have been shown that to a lot in the past couple of weeks.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, production, look at chat. Or not the Twitch chat, or Discord.
Yeah, there we go. Good stuff though for amateur bracket. Really good stuff.
Oh yeah, dude, buy me a dinosaur, saving the world. So
dinosaur acquired. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah,
dinosaur acquired.
He could go trade in that drink and get himself a dino.
Is that they go for that cheap right now? I didn't even know that.
Government conspiracy, mate.
Oh, really? Okay, that's just the not the retail.
I'm not supposed to talk about it. I have an uncle in the CIA.
In the dino industry, there you go. Nice stuff though.
Yeah, the dino CIA.
That's what's up. But I will say this though. I don't know when was the last time I seen a Lincoln bracket. I was just thinking about this. Like, wait a minute. When's the last time I saw a Lincoln bracket?
Well, I'll counter by saying, when's the last time you've seen a Samus bracket?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's crazy that two of like the most iconic mascots in Nintendo. Well, Link, who is like the face of one of Nintendo's most popular franchises, and Samus, who not a lot of people know who they're from. It's crazy that like characters who are like from the original Smash roster, other than like Mario and DK, and I guess Kirby, just aren't seen very often.
Yeah. I will say one thing too though is that like I noticed like just on a design standpoint, it seems like I guess like what's the best way to put it? I guess like the best way to put it is like a lot of aspects of the characters like that are newly introduced are just like so faithful to the original game. But it just seems like a lot of the Smash 64's roster was just like kind of like made up. And you could tell, it was like when the franchise was just getting started, baby steps and all that, I guess, in terms of like integrating the characters. But I feel like 5 games in, I feel like they would have done a lot more for the original cast, but they just still feel like their moveset was very like freeform in how they went about making it, you know what I mean?
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I'm with you entirely. Actually, I think rumor has it that Sakurai was prepared to make the game even if Nintendo didn't accept his pitch. Mm-hmm. And he was going to, he was fully prepared to fill the void and put just a bunch of generic fighters in the game. So maybe he had a couple ideas like there for the characters, but for a lot of the things he needed to I guess take creative liberties about things. Like in the game in Metroid, Samus doesn't have anything where she makes explosions come out of her gun. He needed to do that in Smash, and now it's like a staple for her character. So again, the creative liberties taken were like super interesting. But like, again, as you got further on and you had more ideas, you got a lot of really faithful recreation of a lot of these iconic characters, which is why Smash is so cool as a whole. And speaking of the coolest Smash you could possibly get, we have Arizona Smash loser semifinals between Acetil, one of the CRUP brothers, and Frost, SAK Gaming's number 3.
That's right. Coming up next on our loser semifinals, like you just said, I mean, to be honest, I'm curious to see, let me actually check on that real quick, because I feel like I know for sure that Frost and Acetil have faced off many times before, given that they're so like high up on the rankings. Yeah, it looks like the current set count is all in favor of Acetil with a 4-0 set count. So far it definitely does seem to be playing out as though Acetil is just kind of just clocking in right now to do a lot of damage right now on Frost, as we're seeing. But at the same time, I know for a fact that Frost is able to keep up. I mean, most of these games do look to be game 3 or game 5 even.
Yeah. And I gotta admit, Frost looking a little cold right now. They haven't played it a little bit, from what I could tell. Because again, they were at play. They might be grabbing food or something.
Right.
But
very possible.
Anything could be going on. But it seems like Acetil is got the fire in his belly to try to come out on top of this one.
That's right. If I look at this Little string that he's got going on here now. Tries to follow up with the forward air, but it's never going to be catching with up air. I like how Frost goes for a lot of confirms, or at least, like, at the very least, good follow-ups. And even if that follow-up doesn't necessarily follow up, he has a follow-up for that follow-up. I know I said follow-up a lot of times, but I guess that's just how many times Frost is ready to follow up at a moment's notice. Look at that. We got ourselves a jab in the back air.
Yeah, I think Frost's best attribute as a player is his transitional thinking. If one option doesn't work, I've got another option I can throw out.
Right.
And the thing is, Frost very rarely overextends, despite how aggressive their playstyle is.
Right. I can only imagine that came with a lot of practice. And here we go. Good catch on that neutral get up from Acetil, leading into a forward throw to take out Frost's second stock and bring him down to his last.
Yeah. So, okay, there's a couple reverse nairs, not going to add up to anything substantial. And now we have Acetil just trying to find anything starting. He throws out the jab hold. Right now, Frost is just kind of, trying to keep him at the ledge, playing this methodically as all they come. All right, he's going to get jabbed
in the forward tilt. Call that Jeff tilt.
Yes, sir, the Jeff tilt. And I don't know, it's just a lot of fundamentals coming out right now that, like, don't look like much. It looks like these guys are just trying to feel each other out. But really, they're just trying to proc each other's defenses.
Wow.
Figure out each other's panic options. And yeah, that super armor on that uppie is insane, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah, went powered straight through that forward smash and still going to be hanging in there on this last stock. Good job landing that up air as well to punish the down air. Oh, 2 down air punishes in a row. With that down tilt almost led right into a forward tilt.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, misses the grab. That might have killed, but there is the jack air. And we're going to last stock here in game 1. This flex game is super important. It completely determines the momentum of the rest of the set and counter pick advantage going forward. And that F smash very nearly did it.
Yeah, almost closing it out, but not quite, as now we got our last stock situation. But that percent is definitely going to be favoring Acetil still, as he had a very good start in this game so far and this set in loser semis.
I really like that Acetil's going to try to... Oh, he's dead. Wait, no, he saved his jump. Smart man.
Oh,
I definitely thought I saw him rise a little bit. Whoa! Oh,
my goodness, right off the top.
Into ups.
Look at that.
That's so... Dude, he's punching the camera. Oh my god.
Goodness.
Look at this.
That's what's up right there.
See, I thought that was the match right there, but no. Runs up, slides under him. Yep, footstool, boom.
Footstool into up B. God damn, that was cool.
So I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the spike version of the downer actually puts your opponent in a lot more hit stun than the just the regular hit of it does. So I think that was a true combo to death.
Yeah, I want to say so as well. That was a damn good confirm though. That was good.
Yeah, absolutely. So okay, starting off strong with the down B throw. They're going to run it right back to PS2. I know that Frost, likes the stage a little bit, but we know Acetil enjoys it as well. It's a good stage, has a lot of room to run around. But I don't know. I think that the close horizontal blast zones at the ledge especially are going to make it a lot easier for like jack airs, Jeff smashes, side B to kill. But on top of that, it sets up a lot of ledge trapping potential for Acetil.
Right. Sets up a lot of opportunity for that there. So we're going to have to see if he'll be able to take good advantage of that. Because, it's one thing to point out that it's there, but it's another thing for the player to recognize and apply that. And so far, got Frost recognizing a good opportunity to F smash and landing all the way up to 104%.
All right, there's the jab. No forward air follow-up.
Yeah, no forward air follow just yet.
Full down tilt. Down tilt's such a good move that, again, I feel like isn't really talked about all that much. But it's like a get out of jail free card. It crosses up shields. And like we saw earlier, it has that one touch potential that sends your opponent into a state where they need to either tech or pray.
There we go. Oh, good spot touch there from Frost last second. Let's see here, good down tilt coming out from Acetil, bringing it to the other side of the stage. Again, super arming through those aerials is very potent, but at the same time, very punishable if it gets too predictable. That needs to be a make or break option, if anything. There we go. Yeah, starting to rely on it a little bit too much to where Astro's definitely going to be bound to start punishing the wrong option like that. But again, at the same time, it's not all that bad. Hanging in 192%, so it's definitely a survival mode type of option select.
Yep. All right, the roll from ledge, not going to go punish. All right, there's the angled up back air. Going to be taking that stock from Frost.
At 200%.
And we're looking at Acetil gaining a little bit of momentum here. Frost needs to cut him off before he gets any momentum.
That's right.
Right. Okay, there's the up air.
Getting on there.
Frost seems very cerebral in his execution, I might say.
For sure, yeah.
He doesn't like to force pressure. He likes to instead keep himself safe and wait for his opponents to mess up before he goes and punishes. There's that forward air.
Right.
His Roy plays a little bit differently though. His Roy's very aggressive.
Here we go. Oh my goodness. Good forward tilts coming out from Frost. Definitely stuffing out a lot of neutral options right now. But at the same time, that only really works if you're in front of your opponent, especially when you have so many distancing options available to you. I can't even talk right now. Especially when you have so many distancing options available to you with Richter. You got to make sure that you're using those up tilts where they're going to be landing and those forward tilts as well.
Right. All right. Trying to read the jump with that angled up back air is Acetil. Has him outstage deep. F smash will not connect. I think once Acetil finally catches onto that, we're going to be seeing a lot more crazy stuff. And there it is. Down tilt one. He hit the tech too, but he still got down smash for his troubles. And that's a stock being lost. And Acetil still in a pretty rough position. They have a lot of ground to make up after Frost.
There we go. I like the punish there with that back throw, but no follow-up, however. And right now, Acetil is still hanging on at 100%, but he's looking pretty close to find himself in a tight game situation here with Frost. He's definitely layering on that pressure.
Dude, I'm starting to think Frost is knowing something I don't. I mean, these adjustments between games have been absolutely insane.
Here we go, excellent back air again. Oh my goodness, and these aerials are layering on. Acetil with Max Rage is going to be layering on up to 73% damage. Down air is coming up, but no forward air falls like he was fishing for. And up air is going to be closing it out at the last second. Excellent comeback there from Acetil, taking it 2-0, but still, in loser semis, we got ourselves a best of 5, so that means one more game will be needed in order to win the set.
Dude, I said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Do never ever count a CRUP brother out.
Yeah, never count out the CRUP brothers.
Because that man just got impaled by a freaking chain.
Exactly, nothing to sneeze at. Alright, but here we are. Next game is imminent. Let's get it going on. 2-0, we got Acetil, but at the same time, Frost is still in this tournament. Let's see what he's packing here for this game 3. There we go, good up air string already. Got ourselves a down throw into a couple more up airs, leading all the way up to 56% and 68. Got their drag down there.
And we're starting to see a different tempo come out from Frost right now. And it's been throwing Acetil for a loop. I mean, Frost has taken more damage at this point in the match than he generally would like to, but he's also dealt a lot more than he did last match. And I'm starting to think he realizes that maybe giving the Belmont space isn't the best option. Instead, I should start smothering them, trying to keep them in the corner, and whittle them up to that percent more quickly than gradually. And it's starting to work for him.
Yeah, it's kind of starting to work, piling onto 124. There we go, solid down tilt. Good forward air as well to catch the jump option. No other jumps available, but still stuffs him out completely with that other forward air off stage. And now we got a one-stock lead here at 61%. There we go, got ourselves a down throw in the air. Goes for a second air, but it's going to get beat up by Uppy. Good counter there from Acetil.
Yeah, use the frame advantage he had on starting up that Uppy. That Uppy comes up pretty fast. I think it's like frame 4 or 5. And it's a decent anti-air option if it connects. And yeah, and there it is, that angled down forward air to take that stock too. Acetil went off to kind of a shaky start, but they're clawing their way and screaming their way back into this thing.
That's right. Still got ourselves an even game despite all odds against Acetyl, especially having to go up against such strong neutral coming out from Frost in his game 3.
Yeah, Acetyl in the corner again, not going to get back aired, but Frost still maintaining that defensive composure that we're so used to from them. But I think Acetyl's starting to turn up the aggression now too. Realizes that his opponent's shield is slim as a Skittle, and they're trying to pop it.
That's right. There we go. Oh, good. Right. Air dodge at the last
good
second.
frame trap on the neutral air. A lot of damage being added up. Here's the throw of the axe. Frost avoids everything. But
still able to finish his way in.
Acetyl is remiss to relinquish Shenner freely, and is able to get a little bit of damage back on the board. But again, very even game. There's the up air again. And now Frost looking desperate to try to win this one. If they can't win this match, they lose a set 3-0.
That's right.
There's a jab forward air.
Catch. Alright, still able to find his way back onto the ledge. Rolls on, but only to get met with forward tilt into forward air. And Acetyl's definitely got a pretty good download on him right now.
There's no tech chase on the platform. It's going to be shielded by Frost, but Acetyl's snowballing at a commensurate right now, and he's looking prime for this win.
Yeah, especially with such a good lead, and definitely applying on the pressure with these projectiles for sure.
Yeah, Frost fights back, though. Frost does not want to go down just yet. It's a
oh
lot of up air strings, 56% on the board, and, you know, this is Crom with a little bit of rage, and we know how well Crom kills anyway. So we could be seeing the makings of something insane. If he can get back to stage right now, he does.
Yeah, has to be able to keep himself in the center stage, especially at such a high percent. You can see Acetyl's trying to get the smoke going on with these up airs. Unable to make the marks, but still reading landings with these forward tilts as well.
Downside, he read the roll back, but nothing comes out of it. Acetyl applies that babysitting pressure off stage. Angles down the back air, but no, Frost remains steadfast in his shield. Has Acetyl in the corner now. Acetyl comes out swinging. There's the axe. It's going to be shielded.
There we go.
The shield's almost broken. There's the counter.
Oh, my goodness.
Forward throw from
Forward
center.
Throw from center stage at 200. Yeah. At 200, that'll take it. Really good finisher there.
Gets Frost the dub. Felix is there with the hug. Felix DQs out of bracket. And,
Felix DQing out of bracket.
Gives their opponent that they would have had to play a hug. That's beautiful. Oh, I said Felix. Excuse me, Jinx.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah. That was Felix. And now Felix will be going up against Acetyl in losers finals. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, I was busy thinking about the next set.
Nice stuff, though. Man. Good job just following up, despite being a little bit at a disadvantage at the beginning of that game. Because you could definitely tell that Frost was leveling up. Definitely applying on a whole different level of pressure in the last game from what was there for the most of that set.
Yeah. So, again, I've never seen Frost that lost before. Like, it seemed like he didn't have... he didn't have a concrete plan going into this, I don't think. And I'll go more in depth into that. So, ordinarily, he plays a good middle ground game of defense and offense, where he just picks his opponents apart over time tactfully.
Right.
And he does so while keeping himself safe. But if he backed off too much, he had Acetyl with too much room to set up. And if he played, pedal to the metal, applying all this pressure on Acetyl, he's still the one approaching. So, that's what zoners want you to do.
Right.
So, I don't know how the correct way to play that might have been. Because I think Frost played that about as well as he could have, but again, there was just something about Acetyl's gameplay that threw him for a loop, and he was just not able to clutch out a single game.
Yeah, it was definitely shaping it to be a heck of a rough matchup there for sure.
Buy me dinosaurs in chat?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Dinosaur, my freaking boy. Dinosaur, I don't know if you know me, but my name is Laird, and I'm a Samus main. And I'm a huge fan. Huge fan of your work by me, Dinosaur. Listen. This is an offer just for you. If you want any advice on that last set, or you want coaching of any capacity, hit me up. Twitter's at LairdUS. We can talk. I wanna see you become a better player. Because you're great. I gotta stick with my guns on this one. Us Samus fans, we gotta stick together. I gotta help a brother out.
Yeah, that's what's up.
There's some decent advice I think I could give you. But I'm happy you won. Congratulations, you played great. That last stock too was pitch perfect. So, proud of you.
Good stuff.
Congratulations. Anyway, enough mushy stuff. I'm sorry. I gotta gush for the other Samus mains, man. We stick together. So anyway, shifting gears, we're going to losers finals here. Best of 5 set between Felix and Acetil. Now this is a run back from winner's side, where this set, I believe, went.
Oh my goodness!
It went 3-2 in favor of Felix.
Yeah.
But Felix looked incredibly lost for the start of the set, and they gradually adjusted later on. But I think Acetil, running with all this momentum, can definitely take Felix to the ropes again. But Felix, disappointed with their performance today. It's quite evident, and they were getting very frustrated towards the end of the last set. So if Acetil keeps doing what they were doing, and they're able to come out on top because of it, that's a win-win, baby.
Yeah, really good stuff. But I mean, now we're here, and Felix definitely seems to be keeping up a lot better. Trying to go for some options like grab, for instance, that Acetil's just not really allowing for. But you're also seeing that he's mixing up set options. He's not over-committing to the same one, which is really good to see.
All right. Oh, the Holy Water's going to catch that recovery a little bit. Oh, the up smash going to whiff.
Oh, there we go. Good job holding up that shield exactly when needed.
Man, I am starting to feel the tension there, and there's that backer to take the stock. Felix shakes her head a little bit. They shake it off, and they're going to try and even this thing up right away. There's the up air.
Ooh, straight away. Look at that out.
Yep. Okay. Now, so you saw that forward air did 1%.
Right.
I'll tell you why. There's 2 hitboxes on the forward air and back air for Richter. If you're at like the hilt of the whip, it only does 1% and sends a very short way. But I have seen back air, like that smaller hitbox, confirm into up smash before.
Oh, okay. That's kind of interesting.
So, like, it's a bad hitbox per se, but it's kind of one of those things like Link back air 1.
Oh.
So,
well, let's see how the rest of this shapes out now. Because that's kind of interesting to point out. Because it's just those little intricacies that maybe they're also taking into account. But check it out, not letting that get up slide for free as we got ourselves an up smash coming up from Felix to take the lead, only to be standing about 68%. Just straight away, Acetil is piling on the percentage all the way up to 92, and he's not really wasting any time. Just trying to bring this to another stalemate here so far. Definitely making good strides towards it, because Felix has just been unable to get that good neutron. Getting hit by that forward air off stage to tie up the stock count once again, up to 32%, and it's definitely starting to narrow down for the both of these two.
Yeah, that's one thing I pointed out in the last bit too. It's those illusions to try to snap to ledge. They don't work against Acetil. Like, Acetil's been doing a good job of just picking those up with, like, whether it be the cross, the holy water, anything. He's able to get a lot off of that. And Felix needs to adjust, and they need to go lower. Again, recovering as Fox against Richter is scary in any capacity, but
it is.
You need to go lower if you want to avoid getting punished like that.
Right. And that's just important, just recognizing when to go low, because sometimes you might just overcommit to, that same option that you know in your head is going to work, but I guess that's something that you really got to get rid of. It's just like knowing things are going to work in your head. Because like sometimes people just overcommit to one option and it just doesn't work out for them. You know, it's just you just gotta kind of work to like get that out of your head where it's like, you know, this option will land. You know what I mean? I feel like people just like rely on too much on stuff like confirms and what have you at certain times. You know, there's sometimes we're like, you know, confirm is a confirm, and of course you gotta recognize the confirm hit when you see it. But you know, just thinking like a certain approach is gonna work every single time, you know, that sometimes doesn't really come for free.
Yeah. So again, this stage counter pick, did we see this last hit? I feel like we did. I feel like Felix kind of got blown up a little bit on it. So I think that might be why Acetil took the counter pick here.
Yeah, so far, this is a pretty even game. Good job getting back onto there, avoiding the F smash. At the same time, if you don't need to get hit by Holy Water, you probably shouldn't. But already good job from Acetil catching the platform with that back air. And I mean, with how small the stage is and with how big those aerials are, yeah, it can be really easy. But at the same time, some good offstage play from Felix can make it just as easy to bring it back to a tied game. 2 stocks per person right now.
Yep, that was a great edge guard there from Felix. That back air, not going to be killing all the time. It's relatively weak actually, compared to most of the strong back airs in this game. But hey, it did its job there, and the Nair follow-up absolutely played a good part in taking that stock. But right now, I feel like Felix is kind of playing lockdown on the center stage part of Yoshi's, and it's making it really difficult for Acetil to set anything up. Now, again, every once in a while, we do see that Acetil is taking advantage of what stage he has. He's able to take it quite a long way. The problem is Felix is playing so safe around these options that earlier they were really struggling to deal with.
Right. Yeah, it was earlier like such a struggle, but now it just seems to flow naturally. Just like that up smash is going to be taking the second stock and bringing Acetil down to the last one here. Good job now avoiding the Holy Waters by simply just blocking it. Not really overcommitting to a reflector or anything like that. Though, you know, going for it every once in a while is not too bad either. But again, it's just like that mix-up, that you know, that ability to shake up the neutral options is super beneficial in the long run. But unfortunately, overcommitting to the ledge is going to be landing Felix right into a tight stock count once again. But at the same time, that's good for Acetil, only taking about 44% and already tying it right back up.
Man, dude, I want to see this set go to overtime so badly because these players are so talented and they're playing around each little idiosyncrasy that the other guy throws out. They're catching on to all these little bad habits. They're really figuring each other out. And dude, high level ultimate is so sick just because of the adaptation you see in live time. And these players are epitomizing that better than I could put into words.
That's right. Epitomizing it very effectively here. Good job on Acetil layering on this pressure with the forward tilt, but Felix will be the wiser this time around and getting right in for that up smash to get him right back onto a 2-0 lead so far in losers finals.
Dude, good plays there, and you know this is a complete reversal from what we saw last set.
Oh yeah,
we saw Acetil it went 1-1. Okay, like
right.
Don't be that specific, but it seems like Felix has definitely found his groove. He's hitting his stride well, and I think if he keeps up the momentum, he's going to go forward against CRUP very confidently. But he's gotta get past one more Acetil game to do so.
Right.
And now I've heard the Belmonts talk very fondly about how well they think they play on a Battlefield.
And what did you have to? What did you hear from that? Or you just saying like you heard?
Well, my friend Dark Falcon from New York, he tells me that this stage is good for Belmonts because they could set up their ledge traps very strongly, and they also have they can shark under that platform at the same time and cover like all that space. So it's really hard for people to take that stage back because if they approach from above, like they could the Belmonts could just shark and you know it's really hard to approach people who are hanging out under platforms.
Right, that's very true.
Yeah. So I think that might be part of the thought process. Also, it's a bigger stage so they can live a while longer.
Yeah, I guess that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah. Anyway,
there we go. Look at that good call out for Felix. We've been
about-
seeing that time and time again within this set.
Look,
Just like those really just
Battlefield-
good up smash call outs.
I was gonna say, dude, Battlefield's been a tried and true Fox counter pick since the Melee days.
Right.
So, I think it's self-evident that this stage has stood the test of time for this character, and those up air strings are definitely super important to keep in mind, because that's how the majority of this damage is going to add up. But no tech from Acetil, and Acetil now looking a little bit more frustrated. Complete opposite side of the spectrum.
Yeah, seems so within it. Oh my god, 2 drag down forward airs in a row are going to be exactly what Felix needs to take the set 3-0. And Acetil just can't help but just, you know, give him a little bit of a dap for that one. He said, alright, man. 3-0 in a row. Man. Let's see that one more time. Let's see that one more time. Overcommits to the down air. 2 drag downs. That was literally 9%. 9%, not counting the chip damage from the blast zone. And man, that was one heck of an early stock to go out on.
Yeah. Man.
That was strong.
I'm sorry,
wasn't
I just... Huh?
I said that was pretty strong. That's
Dog,
pretty
it's always strong.
Mhm.
You know me, and you know these players too.
Exactly. No, I've come to know these players very well, and yeah, you know, it's a little easy to get into the mental a little bit and find yourself a little bit down, but once you get back into the swing of things, man, because some of these players swing hella. Some of these players can just swing hella, man.
Man, I think Felix wants to play. I think Felix is going to try to ride high on this momentum. They have slain CRUP's brother twice this evening on the road to get back to this set. And,
yeah, no, it is definitely...
I think CRUP wants revenge for his brother again.
Yeah, no, it's definitely time for gaming. That's for sure. Yeah, still a lot of momentum riding here for Felix. So let's see how it plays out now that we're getting into grand finals for tonight's Pure Smash number 17. Let's get right into it.
3, 2, 1.
I'm kind of excited for this, to be honest.
Oh, man, me
CRUP
too.
always knows how to put on a
Look.
show, and we've seen Felix definitely on the come up from that last set.
100%. Yeah,
right here.
yeah, I saw that. I was just about to talk about it, actually.
Well, what is it about this song?
So Felix was in chat a little bit earlier and was complaining
yes.
about the song choice, like this song specifically. But again, I think the song might be distracting him because he was at such a good lead there, and he accidentally miscued on the uppie and met an untimely demise. But they could have been in the stage's blind spot too. All things considered, I'm spitting all over my keyboard right now. Hold on, calm down for a second.
Oh, this is Lumios. It took me a second.
Yeah. Look, it's a jolly old song. I don't know why it's in this game though. I know Lumio City's a stage, but like, come on, this is a fighting game.
Exactly. Gotta get some fighting dudes. Oh, check it out.
That's great. Yeah, Felix survived that, but there's the down
Oh my
air.
goodness. Yeah.
And CRUP, looking poised for a 3-stock.
Goodness. Yeah.
Never
Landing
mind.
an up air right then and there to bring another stock down for CRUP, but still 2 stocks down, especially after the SD. I mean, we could have had a tie right now. It's always stuff like that you gotta
Could have had a
consider.
tie. There's the shine spike. Not gonna kill though. This ain't melee.
Exactly.
Although I would like to believe it was.
If you believe hard enough, anything can be melee.
You can be melee.
I could be melee.
melee.
Exactly.
All right, there's the back air. All right, no down air spike, but there's the
Oh
up
my
smash.
goodness.
Catch the anti-air, and that's
Yeah,
a
catching
2-stock
the jump
from
option.
Captain CRUP.
Got boost power.
Our 42 viewers right now going wild.
I agree. I'm kind of going wild for this game too. Yeah. That is one heck of an anti-air if I have ever seen it. Look at that. Strong finisher right there. Good stuff. All right, here we are on to the next game. Still sticking to the Fox pick, so let's see how it pans out here in game number 2.
Oh, dude. Okay, okay. Going right back to PS2. Oh my god, now we have another, like, just jolly old tune.
Yeah. Kind
Man,
of true.
we could have Red battle theme in this game. We could have, I'm trying to think of other bangers. Ho-Oh or Lugia, and we have this.
True.
Look, I love the route music fine, but, again, it's a fight music.
But no, y'all want to pop off to the Pokemon Center.
Okay, timeout. That's a banger.
Anyways, here we are, game number 2, and CRUP is still kind of falling behind on the percent. You can tell that Felix is doing a lot better damage output right now.
Yeah,
There we
but
go.
then again,
Good
for
job
every
stuffing out the
percent
sides
that
here.
CRUP is behind, they go for the shenanigans, and he
Right.
had that read. He just kind of showed his hand a little bit too early, and Felix was able to get the drill for free instead of eating the up smash like CRUP clearly had intended to.
Right, yeah. Very much true.
So, Felix is going to be taking the first stock, but again, they're in a position where, like, one solid hit, and CRUP is going to be taking that one right quick. I think Felix needs to try to get some aggression. They need to get out of the corner first thing. And there we go, the jab block gets a nice
I would say
little
that's the
bit of
first thing
damage on the
too,
board,
yeah.
44%.
Here we go, recovering high, but only to be met with that down tilt for the ledge coverage. And yeah, it does seem like the recoveries could use, like, I'm not sure if it's like mixing up on timings or positionings, maybe a little bit of both. But it seems like just about every single recovery attempt that Felix has tried is just being stuffed out so proficiently by Captain CRUP.
Yep. Oh, yep, goes for another shine spike. Not going to connect, though. You know, I really got to admit, I appreciate Felix's ability to go for those.
Right.
Like, again, we've seen him connect a couple times. There's a nair up smash. Felix looking prime to win this game, maybe. But, like, I admire the, like, wherewithal of Felix to be like, yeah, I'm going to try it, because I might cheese out an early stock, but I happen to believe that nair might be a better option. Again, it's harder to react out of, but it's a more guaranteed lingering hitbox. And yeah, again, when CRUP's down, he just fights out like a caged animal.
Exactly, yeah. Now he's out on the run right now, getting some good neutral in, but Felix is still able to keep himself on top of things. Really good job doing so too. Captain CRUP's going to be recovering on the stage, trying to go for a couple of aerials.
Man, God, those back airs, they sound so dangerous. Or actually,
Really
just
do.
the combos in general. Like, I think the sound design's part of the bad mentality you get when fighting this character. There's the up air.
Oh, man.
Takes the game. Felix snaps a 4-game losing streak against CRUP and is now 1 apiece with the set tied.
Yeah, real good stuff.
True! Like to see my
There we
boy
go.
Felix doing well.
Nair, followed up with that dash tag, get that up air, get that game clocked in. Nice
Oh
job.
my god, dude. 53 people in chat right now to watch this awesome grand finals. Again, dude,
Nice.
for the capacity crowd we have this evening, there could not have been a better grands. I mean, the CRUP Brothers grands might have been cool, but Felix and CRUP, they are performers, they're entertainers, and they are 2 of the best damn players in the scene today. And this high-flying offense already has both opponents at a percent where they might be dying any second now, just 20 seconds in. If that doesn't tell you all you need to know, I don't know what does.
Exactly, and look at that. Felix already off to an explosive start, only withstanding about 55% and closing out the first stock of this third game with an up air against Captain CRUP, who's already doing the most that he can to try and land an F smash, all kinds of things to get that damage up there and that stock count back to an even amount.
Yeah, now CRUP's the one looking lost here in this situation, because you know we've been seeing him like rip and rip for these charged smash attacks because he thinks he has a hard read, but I mean, not one of those that he's hard charged has hit, and in fact he's been punished for both of them.
Exactly, yeah. Still getting these punishes, but there we go. Dash attack followed up by another up air, almost taking the stop, but not going to be able to do it yet at 119. But a down air is going to decline that recovery once again. It's those recoveries that are getting called out time and time again by CRUP. and Felix has no real options with such a linear recovery options. You know what I mean? Can really only mix up the timing and maybe the positioning in some cases.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think CRUP, especially since he's playing with game audio, he has the timing down in his head to the millisecond, which is why he's able to get such consistent punishes on recoveries like that. We saw him do the exact same thing versus Frost earlier, and down to those ether upbeats. So, again, it's the amount of game knowledge that this guy has, and his ability to execute whatever his brain wants. His tactical ability to put his thoughts into actions is what sets him apart.
There we go. Excellent backer coming out from Felix. Tries to go for the nair to get that low edge guard, and there it is again! Again, Captain CRUP is just not letting Felix back onto the stage. As simple as that. He's playing the game. I mean, you know, that's the whole point of the game. Don't let your opponent back on. Exactly. So he's playing the part. It's not like he's doing anything wrong, but he's kind of doing the homeboy Felix a little dirty here with these edge guards. You know what I mean? He's not wrong.
Well, that's how you play the game, my friend. Exactly. I mean, look. Oh no, yeah. See, Felix needs to stop going off stage. I think.
The moment he goes off stage, he just gets like CRUP just starts gaming on him. I get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's a Fox. Fox doesn't go edge guard. Fox, sets up their defenses, and they're able to cover wherever their opponent wants to go. Oh my god, that up smash nearly killed there. All right, that hits the shield. It's up in the air. Up smash will not connect. There's an air. Air dodge is back on stage. This is super tense for both these players. The upper.
Oh,
no,
man.
The second hit's not going to come out. And there's a Falcon
there
kick.
We go. Down B. Wow, the first one of the game, too. That was definitely an out-of-pocket option right there.
Hey, man, there's conditioning. If you don't do what your opponent expects you to do, they're going to expect it less and less until you pull it out right at the very moment when they least expect it. That's how you cheese out games. That's how you get stocks, and that's how you win tournaments. CRUP, one game away from victory here tonight without dropping a single set.
That's right.
And we're going to the Mishima Dojo, the Battlefield variant of it, just so we get the
Mishima
Karma
Dojo.
music. Let's go.
Ooh, banger.
Absolute bangers only.
Bangers only tonight. Here we go. Game 5 going down in the dojo.
More like the balcony setting of the dojo.
Yeah, like the balcony of the dojo or something. I don't know what's going on up here.
Yeah. Oh no, there's a cheesy spike. Can he get a second one? No.
Oh my goodness.
No. Felix better thank their lucky stars that they were able to survive that one.
That's right.
Alright, comes out of the combo with a nair. And that's another thing about Felix. Felix will be swinging out of those combos, off of throws, because trading is better than just sustaining damage getting into combos whenever you're playing against CRUP. Now, yeah, CRUP gets that nair. CRUP is looking like they want to go home now. They look like they've had their fun. It's all business. They're trying to win. Felix needs to get a grip on what they want to do, or they might just be falling out of the tournament second.
Right. Oh man, but check out this
And he gets
good control of the stage, but still going to be allowing CRUP to get back on the stage, landing another hit on Felix, but Felix is still applying that pressure. There we go. Good jab string coming out.
Oh man, the down tilt would have killed there. Felix in a very compromised position right now. They're off stage. They have to get on versus CRUP. And here comes the downer. It's the spike.
Gosh.
One stock away.
Get back on.
Captain CRUP will be taking the tournament.
That's right. CRUP is just not. Okay, wait, no. You went off stage again. I was like, don't do it. There we go. Good down smash to land another stock and get ourselves back one step closer to potentially game 5.
Yep.
And yeah, Felix, if it's not evident already, needs to not go off stage.
Uh-oh.
And
Is
there
that
it is. Yeah, went off stage and the
do
game's over.
Captain CRUP with the 18th spike of the set is going to come out your Pure Smash number 17 bracket champion.
Give it up, man. Oh my goodness, that was quite. Yeah, it was just like so. I don't even know what the word is. It's just like so. It was almost like you know what's gonna happen, but like you like don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't know, man. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, holy hell, that was like so incredibly consistent. Those 2 frames.
Now, dude, again, it's the internal timing that CRUP has, in his mind and it's his ability to put his thoughts into actions. And that's one of the things that makes him such a versatile player. And here we go. We're going to look through some of our highlights from today. This was Dale Doe. And, yeah, I mean, that was an amazing set that we had the pleasure of watching earlier. Of course, 25 versus K-Land.
Yeah, really good stuff. Oh, yeah, I like that little taunt, too.
Yeah. Of course, tonight was all Acetal.
Yeah, but I was going to say, like, what would you say were two standout players for tonight?
Well, obviously, Acetal making the third place bracket run. I mean, played like a madman, and they've only been getting better as the weeks go on. Like their placements are just insane every week.
Right.
And you know, I might be a little bit biased here, but buy me a dinosaur. You know, winning amateurs bracket, played amazingly
and
tonight as well. But
that refreshing monster energy, you said it, man.
Yeah. As far as the main bracket goes, though, that's a toughie because there were a lot of, like, as you can clearly see, a lot of standout players tonight. But I think down the line, someone the scene is going to need to look out for is oh god, who was it? It was 25 to life. 25 to life, because again, they're insane. Yeah, look at this last stock of the amateurs final set. That shield pressure, the shield pokes. Gets that forward air. That's no jump. Goes for a back air just because they can.
For the one time, yeah.
And it was great. And also this set, Acetal really showed their capacity as a player to come out on top. Gets the forward throw from center to kill that.
Yeah, because see, like you saw like that clip right there. Like a lot of players, like for Richard, that are like trying to win a game, you know, they'll just keep him out until the projectile kills, but not Acetal. Acetal would use those long distance projectiles to cover from all the way on the other side of the stage and just get the hell in there and secure that bag. You know what I mean? That's what I like to see from Richter, to be honest. Yeah, definitely a good point that you bring up there. CRUP, I feel like if CRUP showed out to a lot more, and so far, a lot of the brothers have been, which is always great to see. I feel like CRUP would definitely be like one player to definitely keep an eye out for every week. But the only issue is that he's not there every week. But so far, he's showing up pretty frequently. A lot of players that I have been wanting to see have been showing up, which is very cool. And of course, you know, throughout this week, we'll have plenty of opportunity to show a lot of our A-rank talent this Friday with our A-rank tournament happening on Friday. Keep in mind, we usually don't host tournaments on Friday, so if you guys are new here, be sure to drop a follow. Tune in on Friday as we'll be showcasing a lot of our A-rank talent within our SAK rankings. Also, our S-rank tournament with a $250 prize on top of our usual pool will be taking place on Saturday, the day afterwards. So be sure to tune in for that as well. Of course, October 26th, we got our Ascension.
23rd?
23rd, yes, that's right. October 23rd, we got Ascension returning. We got to get that graphic back because that usually was what helps me out.
This guy.
But yeah.
This freaking guy.
Ascension, October 23rd, happening next month. Be sure to look forward to that. If you haven't signed up already, smash.gg/Ascension. I'll be there for one. What about you, Larry? You plan on showing out?
I can't. I don't know. I would love to go, but like, I don't know if I have the means for travel right now. But no,
I hear you on that. Yeah, definitely show out if you can though, for sure.
Yeah, no, I would love to. I mean, it sounds like it's gonna be an absolute party, and you know, commentating that would be an absolute blessing.
And then we of course get talents from like other states too, right?
Yes, yeah. I heard a lot of the SoCal crowds actually thinking about coming out. We got players like Monty already talking about coming out. Yeah, Vegas is going to be big one. I think Ven will probably show up kind of like they did for Smash Reach.
Right, yeah. And I mean, that's the thing is because, like, you know, up until quarantine and all that, Ascension was, like, you know, like the premier, like, Southwest event. So we're definitely looking to reinstate that title, I'm sure of that. So yeah, definitely look forward to that, of course. To everyone in chat and to you as well, Larry. Right.
I could see Utah showing up too. I mean, like, it's not too far away from you guys.
Right.
I mean, that's a 6-hour road trip to get to you guys. So
Utah's been here before.
6 to 12 hours. I mean, we could see Sen show up. We could see Banana Boy, Valor, Tiberius, the Robin they have over there. I mean, you know, we could see a lot of talent from all across the Midwest. I think Texas might even make a run out.
Yeah, again, like everyone from the Southwest. I've seen people from Texas. I've seen people from Mexico, New Mexico. I've seen people from Utah, Cali, SoCal, NorCal. We've seen all kinds of people because again, it was one of the biggest that the Southwest had to offer. Definitely looking forward to reinstating that soon. But any closing thoughts for tonight before we wrap up?
don't kick a corrupt brother while they're down, because one will always take their place, or they could just take their own place, as Acetal has definitely epitomized this evening. So don't sleep on the Corrupt brothers. They're going to be an absolute threat lately or soon. Acetal's looking to come up to challenge his brother, and of course Aquila is you know, been on the come up for a couple weeks. So you know, and of course Rensley, whenever they could show up, they're always consistently amazing too. So
for sure,
you know, I think we're looking at the future dominance of the Arizona Smash scene if the Krupp brothers can continue to show up as they always do.
Exactly, yeah. So with that said, be sure to look forward to that coming up later this week. So again, don't forget Friday and Saturday. We normally don't do anything on those days, but look forward to those days. It'll be tight.
But you guys have earned it.
You guys there too. Exactly, yeah. I'll be looking forward to commenting that as well. I'll be looking forward to commenting with you soon as well, Laird. Thank you for joining me tonight, and I think that'll do it for tonight. So thank you again to Pure Smash, SAK Gaming, Frames Media, and the like. Yeah, of course, we're putting everything together tonight, and we'll see you guys on Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And if you want to check us out, please make sure you follow me on Twitter @LairdUS. I can't spoil anything right now, but I have some amazing stuff in the works, and a lot of support would go a long way. On top of that, I'm going to be commentating a lot of events coming up soon, especially if I can find some locals out here in Indiana to go to. So yeah, @LairdUS. I'm going to be looking to do some uploads on my YouTube as well, so I'll keep you updated there. Basically, anything I'm doing related to the scene is going to be on the Twitter, so you know, check it out. And Taco, what you got?
I'm actually taking a little bit of a break from streaming, but you know, I still have Twitter and I'm still on there. I mean, to be honest, I really can't promote anything at the moment, but you know, other than what we've already shouted out, like, you know, Friday and Saturday coming up, Ascension, look forward to seeing me there. I'm definitely involving myself in the Smash scene a lot more these past couple of months, and it's been one hell of an experience. So looking forward to sharing with you guys throughout my time here. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, throughout life, yeah.
And he didn't mention it, but go follow him on his Twitter. It's under his name. It's actually on the other side, because I don't know how perspective works.
Yeah,
but you know, if you feel so inclined to, drop a follow on his Twitch, because you know, he works hard. He's always on the grind. Whenever he comes back, I'm sure he's going to be insane as well. And also, Taco's just a really nice guy. He deserves it. So you know, help him out if you can.
Yeah, and of course, it's been a very nice time with you and with everyone else in chat. You guys have yourselves a great rest of your night. We'll see you all on Friday.
Yes, sir. Thank you all for showing up tonight. We had 56 viewers at our max. I think we hit 60 at one point too. But you guys are the best. You're the reason we do it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And that's going to do it from us here in Gilbert, Arizona. Have a great night.